Yo, mic check. Mic check 1 2. Mic check 1 2. Hello, everybody. Welcome to Filmtopia. And let me turn off that feedback. But hello, everybody, and welcome to Filmtopia. My name is Ricky, and this is the home of feel-good movie content, where we cover movies, TV shows, streaming, and all things pop culture. Welcome to episode 4 of Obi Wan Kenobi, The Watch Party. And we are going to be live streaming our reaction to Obi Wan Kenobi, and it's going to be a whole lot of fun. And yeah, so really quick, if you guys do not mind, I'm going to do something really quick, and you're going to hear maybe feedback, but that's okay. If you guys do not mind, I'm going to do something really quick. Cool. There we go. Okay. All right, cool. Anyways, welcome everybody. I am going to go to the chat now. I see the chat is lit. As always, Lord Basty is here. Lord Basty, hello, my friend. Shout out to you. Yeah, first in the chat. Jonah's in the chat, and Jonah is also in the green room. Jonah, if Quinlan Voss shows up, Master Voss, we're going to lose it. And I have on good word. Not good word, but just putting the pieces together. That's happening tonight. Smuggler Steel, so great to have you. I hope you are I hope you're doing great. I just want to send you all my good vibes, all the good vibes that I can. And chat, if you could do the same, let's send Smuggler, let's send everybody in this chat the best of vibes. So let's go. Nice to see you. I think we are due for some sort of cameo at this point. We are at the post-midway point. So considering this has 6 episodes, that midway point takes place, well, technically in between 3 and 4. But I think the climax and where it left off in 3, where it's going to start in 4, all those good things, we definitely are due for something. And I'll get into it in a bit. Cool Edits 13 is here. And yes, Cool Edits, thank you for bringing that up. Miss Marvel also comes out tonight. Tonight, though, we are only going to be live streaming Obi Wan Kenobi. And the reason why is just because if we do Mrs. Marvel, it's just going to go too far into the night. And then also, I just want to figure something out for that show. Perhaps, I wanted to kind of go over with you the chat if you had any suggestions or thoughts. So leave them below right now if you have a thought as to should we squeeze those Miss Marvel episodes in conjunction to what we're doing with the Obi-Wan show. I want to keep them separate personally. So even if we were to do it separate, if we were to stream Miss Marvel, we would end this live stream and then start a new one. So yeah, there's that. But I am just over the moon with Obi-Wan Kenobi. This show is too important to my life. I've been waiting for this Obi-Wan show since we last saw Ewan McGregor in Revenge of the Sith. So yeah, this show is kind of a really, really big deal. But I do want to say congrats to everybody over at Miss Marvel. It's not that I don't want to watch it. I really want to watch it, and I've heard good things about it. But again, this Obi-Wan show is just something that takes precedence over everything and anything. If I hadn't told you guys already, I'd said this was, I think, my most anticipated project of the year. That and Multiverse of Madness. So yeah, Miss Marvel Smuggler says that we'll have to wait until later for me. I only have these late night viewings in me, and Obi is my GOAT, the greatest of all time. Nice. Lord Basty says, yeah, I almost forgot the Miss Marvel also. See, and then just want to let you guys know that is something that I personally, I've been clamoring about for a long time now, and it's how we were eventually going to get to this point where Marvel and Star Wars were going to have concurring big time shows, like live action shows or even animated shows, but they're going to conflict, sort of they're going to be dropped on the same day at the same time. And as a fan, and then on top of that, as a content creator, I'm telling you, it would work so much better if you spread it out throughout the week, because there would just be so much more breathing room for both shows. They would get the celebration that they deserve. And then again, the traction on social media and just throughout the world, I think would work perfectly. If you slot one in on Wednesday, Marvel, slot one in on Friday, Star Wars, and then you have your movies over the weekend, I'm telling you, I really think it would work. But yeah, so I do see Isabel's in the chat. Isabel, nice to see you. Thank you for being here. I know you said you would, and I appreciate that. Yeah, no problem. If you're gonna go watch Miss Marvel, definitely no problem. Like I said, we're gonna figure something out for Miss Marvel. So yeah, I just want to let you know. Really quick, I'm gonna kind of, what do you call it? I'm gonna kind of speed through just because I see I'm pretty behind again. But I do want to say thank you everybody for being here tonight. And yes, vibes. And I see Carlos, aka Los, is in the chat. I'm editing all night, so I'm watching both shows. There we go. There we go. I bet you're editing something super, super dope. So if you guys haven't checked out Carlos's stuff, I don't really have his on hand, but you guys got to check this guy's work out, man. He is so good. So yeah, great to have you, Carlos. Wow, Louis in the chat. Nice to see you, my man. Hello there. Hello there to you, Louis. Everybody, my filmmaking friend Louis is in the chat. We met literally like almost a year ago, like in April of 2021. Well, virtually met. We were doing a film competition, and we connected through that, and we've been buddies ever since. And this man is going on to do some awesome, awesome things as a film student, as a filmmaker. Kudos to you, Louis. We are here to support you in any way we can. You already know that, my man. Let's see. Where are we? Okay. Let's see. Jonah says we could record our reactions. By the way, speaking of Jonah, let's go ahead, if he's ready and he'll give me the thumbs up, let's go ahead and... Is that a thumbs up? I can't tell. Oh, okay, no. But anyways, thank you for that cool edit. You know why it might be good is because I've been practicing the Obi Wan "Hello there." It didn't come out right now, but that line since I was like in 4th or 5th grade, back when it came out in 2005. I remember going to Revenge of the Sith, the premiere, or when it came out that Friday or Thursday, and it changed my life. It literally changed my life. I was telling Jonah this like last week behind the scenes about how Revenge of the Sith literally changed the trajectory of my life. It's not a hyperbole. It's true. And maybe I could create a video or something on that and really get into how. But yeah, so. Oh, okay, cool. Anyways, we are going to go ahead and bring on Jonah. Jonah is going to be joining us for this live reaction. And Jonah, my man,
up?
How are you?
I'm good. How are you doing?
I'm doing great, dude. You know why?
Because we got Kenobi 4?
Dude, I don't. It hasn't processed for me. Oh, by the way, Louis actually went to Star Wars Celebration and watched it in the theater. So you got to see the first 2 episodes. Yeah, it's pretty cool to know someone that actually went to go experience that. I got to see it on YouTube, like someone snuck in their phone or whatever and recorded like everybody's reaction. And yeah, honestly, I think that's the future where everything is going. It's these shared experiences, bro.
Oh, I
shared
love it.
Experiences.
I'm so excited for like Thor: Love and Thunder with Soups' fan event. I hope he brings back another one.
Yeah,
because he's been killing it with those, and I'm excited to see what he does if he does something with Thor: Love and Thunder, like how he brought in America Chavez.
Chochi, yeah.
Yeah.
That would be really cool. Soups is doing amazing things. Shout out to Soups. He is trailblazing a whole bunch of stuff for us movie content creators. Shout out to him. Shout out to Straw Hat Goofy. A shout out to everybody that's in that crew. Really, really inspiring. And you know what's cool, Jonah? when I was at the Soups like event, one of the things that came in my mind, because we were in line obviously, and in line I met a whole bunch of other creators, a whole other bunch of like-minded individuals that love movies. And long story short, what it felt like was we are the second generation or the second class. You know how there's X-Men first class?
Oh yeah.
In the line, it felt like we were the second class, and we're gonna have our time to do all those things too. So I'm excited about that.
I'm so excited for the future and what we can do with everything that we're coming up with and stuff, and everything that's coming out is gonna be a lot of fun.
Yeah.
I do think it would be cool to record our reactions for Ms. Marvel, and then we can actually put some videos on the channel outside of just live streams.
You know,
at least until Kenobi's done.
That's a great idea. One of the things that I do want to like start doing more is, again, posting those reactions as actual videos, not just live streams. So maybe this week you and I can kind of mess around with some stuff like that. But really quick, I do want to show everybody showing Jonah some love. Cool edits, Smuggler, of course, and Carlos. Nice.
It's great to see you guys in chat again every week. It's been awesome to see what you guys think about every show, and looking forward to what we think about tonight's episode.
Dude, so good. Really quick before we get into the episode though, cool edits. You said you went to the Soups fan event for Multiverse of Madness. Did we meet? And I just I'm not connecting the dots right now, or because I was there too.
It's the Moon Knight profile pic.
Oh, that brings up a good point really quick. And the reason why, because today I posted a video about Star Wars versus Marvel, but again, it was just a catchy title to get people to watch the video. It wasn't to pit them against each other. Anyways, long story short, the reason why I don't want these two shows or any Marvel and Star Wars show to drop concurrently on the same day is because I feel like they don't get their just due. And I have a great example of that, even though it's not streaming, but check this out. Didn't Moon Knight episode 6, the finale, whichever episode was the finale, didn't it seem like it got absolutely demolished or absorbed by the hype of Multiverse of Madness that weekend? Because the finale was the week of Multiverse of Madness, and I truly felt like, man, Oscar Isaac didn't get his proper due because we were just swallowed up by Multiverse of Madness week.
I think I have to disagree, honestly. Like, I think that there was more than enough time, even from when I watched Moon Knight finale to when I watched Multiverse of Madness, I had enough time to appreciate what Moon Knight was, and I think that they did it to the point where they had enough eye-catching moments in Moon Knight that it would keep the attention, and it wouldn't be like, oh, the Moon Knight finale happened, but it's like, oh, that happened, and now we have to do. Now, when are we gonna see the consequences? Like, this is supposed to be a limited series. Like, I feel like them changing it from being limited to being the season finale became very much a play to keep its relativity longer. And I think it did, in my opinion.
I guess maybe on my end, I didn't feel that, dude. Like, I really felt like it came and went, and I just, again, I kind of, it's just like one of those pulse things, right? Like a pulse on the culture. On wherever I was, looking at all that stuff, it just felt like it really got absorbed. But that's another conversation for another day. Really quick, Lord Basically asks, is anyone excited for the I Am Groot short series? Jonah,
it's a short series? I thought it was gonna be like a full length series. I mean, if it's only shorts, I feel like it's going to be comparable to What If, and it might get lost in the mixture. Of course, I'm excited for I Am Groot, but at this point, I'm more excited for it than I am for Ms. Marvel, honestly.
Yeah.
I mean, I've spoken my comments before, but her losing her Inhuman ties really
that's not your
mellows out the character in a lot of ways. And I get that they want to make it more kid friendly, but they could have opened 15 doors if they just kept that in.
Here's the thing, really quick, about the Groot series. It is there was something shorts attached to it. The last shorts thing that I think was a Disney Plus thing was something to do with Pixar. They had some sort of shorts thing too, and James Gunn confirmed, and this is why I'm a little disappointed in this. He said it's not gonna be canon.
Oh, he did?
Yeah. So
Oh.
at this point, it's kind of like, well, what's the point? And it doesn't make sense because it's about his early years, Groot's
Yeah.
early years. So it's just like, why not make it canon? Interesting.
James Gunn's gonna James Gunn, and it's gonna be good because it's James Gunn.
Yeah. James Gunn, if you're watching, we'll take Scooby-Doo 3.
We'll take Spider-Man.
I know, you heard it.
We'll take Spider-Man and Scooby-Doo crossover. Give it to us now.
And Smuggler Steel with the joke of the night. Crispy Wan Kenobi.
Oh my goodness.
This is what we are seeing. Oh man, I love this show so much, dude. Cool edits. I am excited for Miss Marvel because it's a less complicated Marvel show than the others, and it's like taking a break from the complicated multiverse stuff. Yes and no. It's still technically cosmic, but if you want to call it grounded cosmic,
I
maybe
feel like it's gonna connect to Shang-Chi. I feel like that's the path they're gonna take, because like the way that they're describing her bracelets and stuff is very similar to the Ten Rings. And I feel like if anyone were to cameo, I feel like Shang-Chi would be a cool choice to have.
At chat and Jonah, if you guys can, type in the percentage that we'll get a Wong cameo, because it is the Wong cinematic universe.
It's higher than 1. It's higher than 1%. I can tell you that much.
Freaking low Wong. Let's see. Carlos says, I agree with you, Ricky. I wish they would have staggered. That's the word I've been looking for. Staggered Obi and Marvel. I feel like there's such a crossover of fandoms that they're missing out on total viewership on both shows. Exactly. This isn't a want of mine because it makes me stay up later or it makes me whatever. Like, it truly has nothing to do with that. It has more to do with I want to like bask in Star Wars for like a full night, maybe another day, a full day. And then after I'm done, after I really get the what I wanted from it and I get to like examine it, explore it, enjoy it, give us the next one, because we'll be clamoring for the next one. I think if Disney Plus, and I don't think it's when they do this, they're gonna do this. When they debuted Obi-Wan on a Friday like they did, I honestly think that was an experiment to see if Star Wars works on Fridays. And I really do think it does. Bad Batch worked. Mandalorian kicked off on Fridays, and it's one of the best shows they ever had. And I truly think we're going to get that announcement one day soon. Marvel Wednesdays.
It's gonna be with it like in August or whenever, because I don't think anything Star Wars is slated except for Visions until Bad Batch season 2. If I'm not mistaken, after Obi-Wan.
Oh, wait. Damn, you're right. I kept thinking it was last year, but I kept thinking Bad Batch was coming this fall. But no, it's spring 2023.
No, it's
right?
this fall.
Bad Batch?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So I was right. So Bad Batch is coming this fall. Visions is next spring.
Tales of the Jedi is also this next fall.
Got you. And Tales of the Jedi. Oh, that's the one with Qui-Gon.
Andor's in August.
Bro.
And then Bad Batch is going to come out around the same time, which is going to keep it flooded even more because we're going to have Andor, She-Hulk, and Bad Batch.
So Andor, She-Hulk.
And Tales of the Jedi is coming out sometime in the fall. Ahsoka's coming out early 2023. Mando's coming out in February.
Mm-hmm.
Star Wars Vision is spring of next year, my bad. I got Visions and Andor mixed up in my head as far as release dates.
So I think in the chat we are getting that the episode is out. I'm so excited right now.
Oh, it probably is.
If you
Yeah,
can
it's
check that,
out.
Jonah. I'm just gonna run through these last comments. Oh, also, don't let me forget to put in AirPods. Okay.
Put in AirPods right now. Just don't forget.
Oh, by the way, I saw. Where are you, Clay Bear? I saw you. Thank you for being here. um.
All right,
Okay.
I'll have mine pulled up and ready for whenever we say hit play.
Okay. So, if anybody's wondering what I'm doing, essentially, I have the chat, or I have Jonah on these big headphones, and then my TV on these AirPods. Oh my God, guys, this is happening. This is happening.
I like how they're keeping all the episodes to part blank and part 1, part 2, part 3, part 4, and not giving it like a title. Like kind of how like the Mandalorian's like chapter 1, chapter 2, chapter 3,
Yeah,
and so on.
Star Wars, I like that they're trying to be different however they can. I do like that. Oh, let me put on the timer, guys, actually. Where is... All right, cool. And this is episode 4. Okay. Holy cannoli. Chat, I'll check in right now. Give me one moment. Oh my God, my heart's pounding.
Dude, I'm so excited for this. Like I said, if Quinlan shows up, we might get a Kang level reaction from me.
Dude.
Oh my
Okay.
goodness.
All right, everybody. I have mine ready to go. Let me know in the chat right now. Type in ready if you're ready, and after I get a few readies, we'll go ahead and do this. Smuggler's already saying she's ready without me even having to say it. But vibes, everyone. Go enjoy whatever you're gonna watch. If it's Miss Marvel or Obi-Wan, enjoy it. Here on the stream, we're gonna be doing Obi-Wan season 1, episode 4. All right, here we go.
It's just Obi Wan episode 4. It's a limited series.
We'll get into that. We'll get into
For
that.
now.
All right. I think we're ready, guys. All right, Smuggler, let's do this. How you guys already know how this is done. We basically go 3, 2, 1, press play at the same time. Jonah, we're not going to do the watch party. We're just going to press play at the same time.
Yep.
And without further ado, let's do the countdown. In 3, 2, 1, press play.
Start your timer.
Oh yeah, start to shit.
We're not skipping the recap, by the way.
Yeah, no skipping recaps. Dude, I've been waiting all week for this. This has been the longest week.
Oh, I know, right?
I'm telling you, I haven't felt this way about a show in so long.
Oh my God, Hayden looks
Look
so
at
good in
Hayden.
the suit.
This is the play button.
This
I'm looking
era
for.
is just so amazing. I mean, I really feel like we're either going to get a Cal cameo or a Quinlan Voss by the end of this episode or next.
It's got to be Quinlan.
But the guy who's slated, I think is casted as Quinlan, is slated for 4, 5, and 6. So I think that Quinlan's going to be the cameo.
Yeah. It's supposed to be O'Shea Jackson Jr., Ice Cube's son.
I gotta mute myself real quick.
Okay. This is the play button you're looking for. Wow. Obi-Wan's getting burned right now. You know why I'm really excited too? Because I have no clue where this is going.
All I know is that Leia lives, and that's it.
By the way, this intro is different. Like,
that intro music was different.
it's way different.
Where is it from?
I don't know, but I'm talking about different from like Mandalorian, Boba. They did something to it. Yes, Carlos, Prime Vader, Prime Vader.
They
This is Prime
added
Vader.
they added the loader droid to
Oh,
the faces.
what's her name? Lola? Oh no no.
No, the loader droid.
Oh, all right, guys.
I think Lola was there too, though.
Yeah, Lola. I saw Lola. Oh my god, this is happening.
He's delusional from being burned. Dude, I saw this. I saw Star Wars Theory thinking that loader droid could be Wrecker.
Nah,
It seems
nah.
way too far fetched, but like, it's totally a him thing to predict.
Oh my god, guys. Wrecker. That looks like oh, never mind.
Back to tank.
Back to tank.
Are we gonna get a mirrored shot of both of them?
Bro.
Oh my god.
That's
burn.
crazy.
Oh, we're getting the mirrored shot.
Oh! Oh my god, we're getting double. Dude, limbless.
And we know that back to does
Look at him, look at him.
Oh my god.
The chance. It's so funny. Those Vader lines seem like I've heard them like for years now.
Oh yeah.
PTSD, dude.
Oh,
dude.
Oh no.
I love Leia. Reva.
You have no rights here, princess. The Empire doesn't take kindly to Jedi sacrifice. He will come for me.
By the way, did she know his name's Obi Wan right now? Like until that point?
I guess she's just thinking, oh, she's referencing him.
But she. Oh wow, he's already out. Oh my god, he's not Quinlan.
Are you kidding me?
What the f...
I need your help. So does every kid making a rock film for you to course. Someone very important to me has been taken. I need your help to get her back. General, I'm sorry. That's not my problem. Well, I wish that were true.
Wait, what?
If she finds us, we need to prepare an evacuation.
Can't shut it down. Everything runs out of here.
Hey, Joan, I think there's a little echo or like a
All right,
feedback.
fixing it.
Cool. Who is he
Roken
then?
is
Because
his
they've
name.
been making a big
Roken.
deal.
Roken. Roken. I have captions on. His name is Roken.
Okay. Smuggler. So true. In the Mustafa system.
There's an R2 unit in the back.
I'm so confused why they made O'Shea Jackson's like role like such a big deal. Like,
Well, it might become a bigger deal as this episode goes on.
very true, Carlos. First time in Star Wars,
It
or
is.
not Star Wars history, but we've got 2 more episodes. Wait, this one and 2 more episodes of him learning the Force again, or getting back into the Force.
Come on, give us a cameo.
Dude, I'm
Wilson's
thrown.
voice.
I'm so thrown off right now. Like, that throws everything I thought out the window. How would she know? I can't tell if Reva actually thinks that.
I think she does, because Vader.
Yeah, right. She's telling the truth. She's about to Kylo Ren her.
Maybe.
This is Obi Wan's ship?
Yep.
Well, that was easy. Hey, Obi Wan's the master of getting on and off ships with no one noticing.
Yep. Clone Wars, he did it like 25 times, and then Revenge of the Sith, and then don't know where else. Oh, it's the clearance thing. That's what it is.
Man, being a spy is so hard. I know. I call it aggressive negotiations.
Because it is.
The Empire. Grand Inquisitor's not there.
Damn, she's good.
Her face.
Damn, she's good.
Dude, this era, like you said, Jonah, this era of Star Wars is just something else, bro.
Oh, I know. It's amazing.
Something else. Okay, yo, we're getting a
Camino.
but
Camino.
the mouthpiece thing.
Oh, I know.
We get it again. Yeah. Obi Wan in water, bro. Whoa, did you see that?
Yeah,
That
that's
animal?
sick. Yeah. 5 years ago, the second sister died here. Can you believe that?
5 years. Smuggler the rebreather. Thank you. Yes.
Oh, here we go. This is how he gets in.
Oh, he looks so badass, dude.
Yep. She's trying to probe his mind, or her
Oh,
mind.
wow. She's strong with the force. Oh, God. Oh, here we go. The backstory. I think. Yeah, it is, Carlos.
What are they keeping down there?
Oh my God. Something if something happens, I think it's gonna happen. Oh. She's gonna have to do it again. He's gonna blow it like he did with R2. R2, are you there? Oh sh!
Oh, How did he?
How'd they not see that?
I know. This place gives me the creeps. Hope we won't be stationed here for long.
Man, I love Star Wars tech.
Uh-oh.
His face. Yeah, this is like the R2 thing in Revenge of the Sith.
Dude, my jerk, please.
The what?
I am not the person you're looking for.
Oh, the mind trick. Yeah.
I hope. Maybe. I don't know. Who knows?
Oh. Yeah, basically. Nice. The silent Jedi mind trick. Okay, he's developing it again, guys. This reminds me of Moff Gideon with Baby Yoda.
Kinda. I just want her to tell her story.
I know. She's such a good actress, Leia.
I think you still have the music for the stream on.
Man, I wanted to know about Reva.
I know. I want Obi-Wan to come in with Reva torturing her and being like, "Is this how you treat younger women?" or something like that. Just something like something completely Obi-Wan would say.
Yeah.
Such an uncivilized act or something.
Oh, this looks like Kylo Snoke's like
Yeah. This is an intense interrogation chamber for
yeah,
Empire.
this is a dope interrogation chamber. So Empire, bro. Oh my god.
Is that
Oh my
Quinlan?
no way. Was that Plo Koon to the right? Bro.
No, Plo Koon blew up.
No, dude, they say that maybe he didn't.
Oh my god, it's him! Oh my god.
Who is that?
I don't know who that was. I don't know who that is.
Is that oh no.
No, that's a Legends character.
Dude, this sequence is so dope.
Who is that?
I don't know. Bro, what's gonna happen right now?
Oh my god. Oh, it's just all Force users.
Yeah. This has got to be. Oh, it's a youngling. Wait, is that the? Oh no. Oh my god, where's this going? Oh my god.
Oh no.
She's
Oh,
gonna.
she's dead. Oh, she's so dead.
Oh, she gave it up. You're lying. Oh, I got it.
Oh god.
Oh, that is such a dope
Obi-Wan.
shot. Oh, this is. Oh! All the way. Dude. More lights out in Star Wars, please. Please.
Oh. Oh man.
Oh, that's good.
Damn.
Who's he?
Kenobi.
Oh. Wait, no, but she says Kenobi's dead.
No, she was telling Leia that just to.
Oh,
get it.
yeah.
Oh no! 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 No!
Fuck. Okay. I have something to say about the action sequences when they have something like that. I'll say it later.
Oh my goodness, Obi-Wan. Wow. He's getting it back. We need to see the. We need to see a
Bro,
pose.
this lightsaber, like the blue, how luminous it is so beautiful. Like,
It's
I don't
so
want to
different
remember
than
it being
Rebels,
like this.
too. It's so different than Rebels too. Like Rebels is like so thin.
Yeah.
Who the heck is that?
I love his steps.
Oh no.
Oh my
Not
gosh.
again. Not again. Are those the Inquisitor troopers from Fallen Order?
Wait, hold on.
Oh no.
Holy
Oh, no.
shikey. Oh. 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 He looks so sick.
Oh my goodness.
He's going to redirect it.
I hope so.
He did it.
Oh.
He did it.
Oh,
Oh shit.
Wow, he did it. He's starting to get himself back.
Oh, that is so cool.
Oh my goodness. They just instant drown.
No.
That's the dumbest thing ever.
Oh my god, dude.
Oh, they're gonna sense him.
Why'd they have to do that?
Oh wow, they got by them. How does no one notice that?
I mean, are we supposed to like accept that stormtroopers are like stupid? Like, is that like the? Wait, who's she talking to?
She's talking to Tala.
What the? How is he gonna escape this?
We're about to find out. Oh,
Oh shit! Okay, that's
it's the
how.
mouse speeders. They came to rescue them.
But who?
What's his
Oh,
face's
O'Shea.
character? O'Shea, yeah. Oh, here comes the trailer shot.
Oh, I don't remember the shot. Oh no 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 no! Oh
Oh no.
oh, that's kind of badass.
Wow.
It's just two kids trying to buy some movie tickets. Definitely smugglers. Oh, oh,
Oh!
oh!
Great Inquisitor. Great Inquisitor.
Wait.
So that's how he learned to do it.
Oh, he sounds so cool. Look at him, dude.
Oh. The trackers. Oh, yeah.
It's either Leia or Lola.
Oh,
Like
yeah.
when she did the Lola thing.
Yeah, it's probably Lola.
Man, dude, Vader looks so sick.
This is going to be the shortest episode of the entire season, I think. But it still felt like long.
It felt kind of short to me.
Oh, I know, but still, there was enough to make it feel long enough.
So no Quinlan Voss. Man, I don't want this to be over. Please, no.
It is Lola.
It is Lola.
She turned Lola.
To the dark side. Uh,
I have no idea where this is going next week.
no clue, dude. I love Obi-Wan's theme though. So beautiful.
Oh, it's so good.
Okay, hold on. I have no clue where this show's going. Like after last week, it's truly a up in the air sort of thing, and it continues that way now that we're done with episode 4. I will say, it was super short, and I am a little disappointed about it being super short because it's like I want more. I can't wait another week.
Yeah, but they told the story that they wanted to very well for
Yeah.
the amount of time that they used. I think that we started the episode needing to get Leia. We got Leia. We escaped, but there's still this threat that the protagonists don't know about. And we still got to see some more badass Vader. So I mean,
Yeah.
I'm not gonna fully complain about the runtime. I would have loved the Vader scene to be like a minute longer, and this be like a 35-minute episode, but 32 was fine for me.
One of the things that I am trying to justify, but I really can't anymore, are the wide shot running scenes.
Oh yeah, no.
You know, the first few episodes, okay, I get it. But now that we're this far into the thing, I don't really like seeing the speed at which they run. Excuse me. And the reason why is just because it's like so unrealistic. But other than that,
point A to point B in this one camera frame because we can't move the camera.
Yeah, no, dude, but oh my god, thank you for bringing that up really quick because this is what I wanted to say. I think I found a solution though, because if you watch the scene where Obi-Wan's holding the glass with water, okay, that was how I think you can exemplify better, you know, action or running, you know, tight shots, close shots that make you feel like you're running with them. Because if you guys go back and we watch the scene where Obi-Wan's holding the water, they were all tight shots, like close-ups, extreme close-ups, insert shots. It looked beautiful. And so I think if they were to implement that, like on the running scenes or something like that, then, but I am having a little bit of trouble with the wide angle, wide shots.
Yeah.
And then that kind of messes with the, I don't even know if it messes with the pacing. Well, it kind of does because they just feel kind of like out of place.
No, I get that. Yeah.
Yeah, they don't feel out of place. They just feel like something you can pinpoint while you're watching it. But, you know, okay, now that we got that stuff out of the way, let me say this really quick. I loved the scene in which we got where the room went dark and then Obi-Wan went ham.
I mean, I think you and I both freaked out during that.
Yeah.
But what got me was the tomb. The fact that they're all in amber and stuff. That's so creepy. Like,
it's basically like
the first guy that we saw is the old man that helped Ahsoka get her lightsaber back in the Tortoise and the Hare episode.
So cool
that freaked me out. I was like, "Are you kidding me,
dude?
You did this to him? You just didn't let him die?"
Outside of him, did you recognize anybody else?
I think there were a few Legends characters. I'm gonna have to go back through.
Okay.
I want to say one of them was the guy's wife. O'Shea's or I'm forgetting.
O'Shea Jackson's?
Yeah, O'Shea Jackson's character's wife. I want to say the one that there was like a close up of her like leaning back like that, that was her.
Mm.
But other than
Oh,
that, I think they might have canonized some more Legends people. The Youngling was chilling, honestly.
yeah.
Like I was like, oh, they're
At the beginning, I thought that youngling was the one that said, Master Skywalker, what are we going to do? Like, that was the first youngling that came to mind because it looked like him.
That's fair.
But obviously that's not the case. Really quick, let's hit the chat really quick.
Yeah.
Listen, Smuggler. Okay, so we're on the same kind of boat in that respect. I really liked the episode, but there were a few things in this episode that made me go, And one of those things definitely
Was the
had to
trench
be
coat.
the trench coat thing. That I don't know if that's excusable, bro. And I'm a movie lover. Like, I celebrate movies. I don't like to critique movies, but that was just one thing where I was just like, oh my gosh.
Are we really doing this right now? Like this is almost as bad as a ball cap and sunglasses. Like, might as well have done that. No one would have noticed you then.
I mean, I'm trying to just go through my head right now. Dude, it's so funny. Star Wars Theory must be so pissed right now.
I would have pulled up the stream.
Pull it up. Let me know what he's saying. I guarantee you he's just like this. I don't know, man. I don't know what they're doing. But anyways, that, and again, the wide shot, wide angled.
He's reading super chats.
Oh, okay. Running sequences. But if anybody's wondering, also the tomb of the Jedi or the Force sensitive that they have at the bottom of the Inquisitor like island thing, you were saying that they're like in amber. Basically, if you guys have seen Jurassic World or Jurassic Park 1, it's like what that mosquito is in, kind of.
Yeah.
Right? Like the mosquito in that gold amber thing.
Also, his stream is pretty much 50-50 on if they like the episode or not, which I totally can see.
Claybear says has a theory. I have a feeling that the show ends with him faking his death. That's probably the only way that they can get the Empire from using Leia as bait again.
Well, Vader has never done anything with Leia. So
No.
either Obi-Wan has to fake his death or Reva has to die. Because Reva is the only one that we've seen interact with Leia.
Yeah.
So one of those two has to happen. And I think Reva's going to die. Whether it be
that makes
Obi-Wan or
sense.
Vader, I don't care. She's dead.
Okay.
She's dead.
That actually, I think that is it. Because you're right. No one other than her really knew about Leia.
And then Obi-Wan
she
would
had to do
just
the
give
research.
up. Obi-Wan would just give up his, like... I mean, you have Reva and Obi-Wan not fake their deaths, because like Obi-Wan somehow, like, he's like, I haven't felt this presence since. This is that moment where he hasn't felt that, like, that will be that moment where he hasn't felt that presence since. And we'll just see what that moment is.
Really quick, I want to just... George Lucas is like beyond a genius. Like him and Steve Jobs and a few other people, they're beyond like geniuses.
Oh yeah.
I don't know if George Lucas meant to do that in the hopes or thinking that there ever
I
might
think
be an
it's just a one-off line, and it can spiral. Like, so many things were left so wide open with A New Hope that you're able to create this vastly, like, labyrinth of like 20 years between Revenge of the Sith and A New Hope.
Dude, and everybody in the chat, listen up. I saw this thing, I think it was on IGN, and it was the title of the video was how the Obi Wan Kenobi series can fix this, like, what would you call it? Like issue? No, what's it called?
Plot hole.
Plot hole, yes. This plot hole, and the plot hole is when Luke. This is in Return of the Jedi. In Return of the Jedi, Luke tells Vader when they're about to get off of Endor and they're about to go up to the Death Star. He tells Vader there's good in you, Father. I know it. Like, I can sense it.
Mhm.
And Vader retorts with, Obi-Wan once thought as you. So in context, the lazy way of thinking, of just like accepting it, would be, oh well, I guess Revenge of the Sith, right before he turned to it, like, that's when the last time he thought that. But if you really think about it, he didn't think that at all when he left Anakin to fry.
Yeah,
Like,
no.
he thought Anakin was long gone. So this show might show us if that line holds any weight, or if it really is just gonna always be a plot hole. But I think the writers and everybody working on Obi-Wan definitely crossed their T's and their
Oh,
dotted
probably.
their I's.
Probably. Carlos was saying, like, us asking if we get a Vader Leia moment. I don't think we will. I think that would break continuity too much. Like, I feel like he has to meet her when she's a senator.
Oh, no,
Like-
no, no. Oh, well, I was gonna say, I thought of that today. And one of the things in which, when she meets Vader in A New Hope on the ship, and she's like, and they bring her to Vader, and Vader's like, blah, 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 blah. And she says something along the lines of, like, I knew there was a foul stench. Doesn't she say something like that? Yeah, I think that's what she says. She says something like, I knew there was like a foul stench on board.
Yeah, but I don't think that I think that he has to meet her when she's in the Senate, not in this series, because I feel like that would be more impactful. Like seeing videos of Darth Vader and seeing what happened, like what he does,
Mhm.
and then just the whole fact of what happened with Rogue One over Scarif.
Mm.
Like, I feel like that would lead to her being like the foul stench on the ship.
I'm trying to, like,
I don't. If we do get a moment, Leia's name is not going to be revealed.
Oh, probably not. Oh, I see. Okay, I see what you're saying now. I totally get where you're going with this. Okay, everybody, check this out.
It's impossible for him to find out about Leia. That Obi-Wan would not allow it.
Yeah, so everybody, if you're wondering what we're talking about, Carlos asked a question. I can't find it right now, but he basically asked, or he said, oh, I think we get a scene where Leia and Vader look at each other and have a small moment before the season ends. Now, the only reason why I don't know about that is just because of this. One, only Reva, I think, knew about Leia because she did the research. She's the one that brought, like, the best course of action on how to find Obi-Wan. It seems like Vader's very hands-off, and all the Inquisitors are also hands-off because she's doing this on her own. So, A, they don't really have any reason to know. She's kind of executing and then saying, okay, here are the results. But I'm not going to tell you how I'm executing. And you don't really need to know. We don't really want to know. Whatever. So that's one. Two, where am I going with this? Two, because of that, this would be a good kind of send-off point, so they don't have to dive into like a dynamic between Vader and Leia. Because if they did that, I think that would obviously it wouldn't break canon or anything, but it would be a little out of place, because that would be a lot of, okay, Vader, who is this? Like, Vader would have to ask, okay, who is this? Why is she here? What is she doing with Obi-Wan? And it goes back to the thing that we were saying, which is, in order for them to never do this trick again, like this whole let's steal Leia to get Obi-Wan to come out of hiding, that's how they avoid that. Because the only person that will know about her is Reva, and I don't think Reva makes it past Obi-Wan season 1. So I said season 1. Yeah, so
I still think that there is a chance. Like, I mean, Kleber mentioned this too. That Reva might turn to the light side. I think that that could happen
Hmm.
if Obi-Wan's like, she's the chosen one, and like pulls that card on Riva, and Riva like has this like brain blast or whatever, and it's just like, oh my god, like what have I been doing my whole life? Kinda like has like
Oh, I see. I see.
a crisis, and then she like not necessarily goes against Vader, but like goes against the other Inquisitors even harder than how she already is going against them.
Mhm.
And the fifth brother is the one that kills her. That's what I would want to see.
There you go.
Because
I
that would
just
make,
hope. This is all I hope. I'm sorry. Go ahead, Jonah.
that would make his character even more menacing when we see him in Rebels for the first time.
That's very true. I will say the one thing I really want to make sure is please Star Wars, please Lucasfilm, please Disney, please focus on Obi-Wan and Darth Vader, like that fight. I am one of the things I'm just not hoping for. I'm hoping doesn't happen is
We need
I
a
don't-
9-minute. We need a new longest sword fight in movie
yeah, a new Revenge of the Sith level sort of fight. But I don't want to see anybody else involved. I don't want to
Oh,
see
yeah.
the
Oh, no,
fifth
yeah.
brother or Reva involved in that fight. Now, oh my god, I think I just might have gotten onto something. But dude, I think they're gonna do a double fight. Remember how Sidious and Yoda had their fight, and then it's
Mhm.
it's
I
Obi-Wan.
would like
and
that. I would like that. I think that would be such a cool callback to episode 3.
So cool.
That you have the two fights going on, and you have Obi-Wan like getting beat up badly
Yeah.
by Vader. But I want them to be happening almost side by side,
Mhm.
so that Reva can give her life for Obi-Wan to live.
Wait. Say
That
that
makes
last part
sense.
again. Say that last part again.
I want Reva to end up giving her life for Obi-Wan.
Ah, I see. But
I
here's
want
the
her
thing.
to finally believe in the cause of the chosen one.
We
Like, I know-
have
I
to
know.
find out her freaking backstory next week. I don't
I
want to
know.
find her backstory out, and in the end, like I want to see it this
Also, the
coming
Grand
week.
Inquisitor.
Oh, I have an update on that if anybody wants to know. When the Grand Inquisitor got stabbed in episode 2, I believe, everybody freaked the F out, including us. But more than anything, he's not dead. There's no canonically way he's dead. He appears again in Rebels, and he has his own arc. So there's no way he's dead, but they obviously haven't mentioned him anymore. I mean, shown him anymore or said what's going on with him. But the writers of the show did come out in I believe it was one of the big news articles, Hollywood Reporter, Variety, Deadline, one of those, came out and said they do not break canon. Canon is everything. I can almost quote that. They said basically that this whole show is based on canon. So he said for us to just wait. That's what he said. He said, we abide by canon. That's all I'm going to say. We'll just have to wait.
I think I know what it's gonna be. So, theory. This is not. I hope this comes right because it'd be sick if it does. But otherwise, I'd be happy with whatever else happens. But so, Reva captures Vader.
Okay.
And
Wait, what?
Or not Vader. Sorry, Reva captures. Obi-Wan, sorry, I'm getting ahead of myself. Reva captures Obi-Wan. Brings him to Vader. Sorry, that's what I was getting at. When she walks in the room, the Grand Inquisitor is standing there with Vader. Or no, not
Okay.
even the Grand. No, not even with Vader. Just the Grand Inquisitor is standing there
Uh-huh.
and is like, gets all
Dude.
like, and is like, "Well, did you get what you wanted?" And
Forget,
just snaps her neck on the spot.
dude. I was thinking, it'd be fifth brother versus Reva. Let me ask you this in chat. Let me know. Would you rather see a Reva versus fifth brother fight, or would you rather see a Reva versus Grand Inquisitor fight?
Grand Inquisitor. I feel like it would cement him back into canon.
Yeah. Yeah.
As cool as the fifth brother would be to see it happen, I think the Reva is just going to be outmatched by, like, Reva would be able to take on the fifth brother and the fourth sister or whatever. I think it'd be cool if all of them confronted her, kind of like how
Kylo and the
kind of like how Mace, Kit, and the other masters
oh,
confronted Palpatine.
I
And
am the Senate.
except I am the Grand Inquisitor.
By
that
the
would be
way,
a cool callback.
shout out to the rebreather. It made another
yeah.
appearance in Star Wars. We love to see it. That was always one of the coolest pieces of tech that I ever saw in Star Wars. But really quick, I'm super behind on these comments. So I'm going to start here with Smuggler. Oh, by the way, Smuggler, I just saw it. But Smuggler was asking, do you think it's an action coordinator issue or editor's issue, do you think? So I don't put this on the editors. The reason why I don't is because the show was shot, right? It was filmed. The cinematographer took those photos of those wide shots. But then that
right back. My screen blurred.
Got you. You're back on my end. Okay. So I don't think it's an editor issue. It could be an action coordinator plus a director issue, because the director at the end of the day kind of has last say and is supposed to explain what it is he or she wants. In this case, Deborah Chow, she wants. And so if Deborah Chow is wanting these wide shots, then it kind of falls on her in terms of those shots that I'm not a big fan of. Same with the trench coat thing. Obviously, there's writers for this thing, so that falls on both the writers and the directors and the showrunners for kind of allowing that trench coat, Leia hiding in the trench coat thing. So I do not think it's an editor issue, and technically it's not an action coordinator thing. It is, again, it falls more upon the director to get it what it is she sees fit. Sorry guys, I'm so behind. Smuggler says they could have done the trench coat thing, just have Leia held to him and button up the coat, and then he's just a fat Imperial marching around. No, but I mean, even then, like, I don't even know if are Imperial people allowed to have beards. It's kind of like the New York Yankees. New York Yankees can't have beards on their team. And so I don't know if Imperial trooper or like people can. Yeah.
Wacky IP, I don't mean to jump ahead, but said like Vader replaces Grand Inquisitors as if they were today's chew of gum. I have to disagree. Once the Grand Inquisitor died in Rebels, we didn't get a new Grand Inquisitor. No one was promoted. But it feels like it in this episode, in this show, where he's like,
what?
It could be yours.
What's the Grand Inquisitor's line again? There are more things.
There are some things far more. Far more.
You're almost there.
Say bye. There are things I fear far more than death. Or, yeah.
And hopefully that ties into whatever we see, however it is we see him come back. One of the things too that I'm a little confused on, everybody, is okay. O'Shea Jackson, the son of Ice Cube, and he was in O'Shea was actually in NWA. I think he was in Godzilla. He's been in a few movies. He's a good actor and stuff. But I'm sorry, I thought he was going to be introduced as Quinlan Vos, and that completely threw me for a loop. I honestly thought that was it, because of the level of secrecy for his character. it didn't turn out to be anything that like made us go like, wow. If you really want to get frank. Oh, by the way, Smuggler says, Tarkin, I should have known you were the one holding Vader's leash. Foul stench line was the
There
talk.
are some things far more frightening than death.
There you go. That's the one.
I had to go back. I pulled up the actual episode.
Hey, while you're at it, Jonah, can you check Leia's first interaction with Darth Vader on that ship in A New
Hope?
Yes.
Yeah.
The first line she says to him. Because I'll be completely honest, when I watched A New Hope, I honestly thought, and just by rewatching it too, I've gotten the sense, and even before this show came about, Obi-Wan, I was getting the sense that they kind of knew each other. Like
shoot!
What'd she say?
The first line that's said in between both of them is "Only you could be so bold" by Darth Vader.
Yeah, yeah.
To which she says back, "The Imperial Senate will not sit still for this." When they hear you've attacked, and he says, "Don't act surprised, Your Highness. You weren't on any mercy mission this time. Several transmissions were beamed to the ship by rebel spies. I want to know what happened to the planes they sent you. I don't know what you're talking about. Remember the Imperial Senate on a diplomatic mission onto Alderaan. You're part of the Rebel Alliance and a traitor.
You are part of the Rebel Alliance." And what was the last part?
And a traitor.
"You are part of the Rebel Alliance and a traitor. Take her away." I love that line.
And that's the end. So the first line that's said in between the two of them is, "Only you would be so bold."
Only you would be so bold is the first line that Leia and Vader have on the ship in A New Hope. The first time they see each other. Like I said, to me, it's always has felt like they had a previous relationship or interaction. Now, you could say she's in the Senate, therefore, technically they can meet. They can be in like maybe the same rooms. They can know of each other. So
we also see her doing the stuff that she does in Rebels constantly. So she said in Rebels, like that's her third or fourth time that she's given up ships willingly.
If anybody wants to put any bets on this, Tom Holland will pop in and save Obi-Wan.
Under on Tom Holland cameo.
Hey, Mr. Kenobi. I'm here to help. Wow, I'm super behind again. Vader replaces GIs as if they were today's chewing gum.
That's what I'm saying. Like, everyone agreeing with Reva. And,
this one's a good one.
We just got that.
That was funny.
We just got that pretty much.
Okay. Oh, nice, Isabel. Nice. I'm so glad to hear that. I am super glad to hear that. Obi-Wan's episode tonight, there was a lot of beautiful, like, cool scenes and stuff, but it was short, and there was just like a few scenes where it's just like, oh no. No. Take that back.
What are we doing?
Let's see. Oh, there you go. O'Shea's in Godzilla King of Monsters. That's the one it is. Let's see. Okay, let me see. Lots of Imperials had beards or facial hair callus from Rebels had mutton chops, but I am just grasping at straws to make the trench coat even remotely workable. Yeah, this is to the line or to the thing that I was saying, which was not only did the trench coat not work, but because Obi-Wan had a beard, and my thought was, are Imperial people allowed to have facial hair?
I think yes. I think it's not like a crime or anything. I think they would prefer it to be clean shaven, though.
Yeah.
If anything, like how you see with Callus, he's always cleanly shaved, and because they weren't really like perfectionists, they were racist. Like it was. Did you see one non-human in that entire facility?
Oh no.
Outside of the fifth brother.
Oh, I see what you're saying.
And the fourth sister.
Yep. You're right. Smuggler Steel says, or the line, just so you guys can actually see it. It's Lord Vader. I should have known. Only
Oh, yeah.
you would be so bold.
Is it her that says that, or is it? I don't know. I mean, either one of them says it.
Yeah. Smuggler says, by the time Vader was widely known as the Imperial head of terror officer, basically, yes. So again, it goes back to that's probably how they know each other. But if there's a way they could slip in or whatever their interaction from the Obi Wan Kenobi series to then,
Oh yeah,
that
it does say that line.
yeah.
The only you could be so bold. So I don't think that I misread the closed caption. I thought it was a colon that said Darth Vader.
Mhm.
But it says Darth Vader period, not colon.
Smuggler Steel said, or sorry, no. Lord Basty says, "Hey Ricky, did you watch Stranger Things season 4?" No, I have not. I'm gonna confess something, guys. Here it is. I'm gonna get it out. I didn't watch last season, and so I can't watch this season yet. And
It's okay. I'm even farther behind. I haven't seen season 2. Or
you know what
wait for it, season 1.
So what we're gonna do is we're gonna fix that. That's gonna get fixed. It's just I'll tell you guys something. So when Stranger Things came around, it's kind of like not the inception of Netflix, but when Netflix really started to like churn out a lot of shows. I got hooked on like a bunch of other shows like Narcos, just a bunch of other shows, even if they're not Netflix originals, but just a bunch of shows on Netflix. And so Stranger Things, what the problem I had with season 3 was around that time I was wanting to do YouTube. And so I didn't want to watch the season without recording my reaction. And because of that, that's the one nasty thing about this whole content creation thing is I've noticed myself like double take, like if a trailer comes out, instead of just being like a regular movie fan, like and just watching it as soon as it comes out because you can't contain yourself. Sometimes I'll be like so like I can't watch it unless I record myself. And then that turns into like you just put it off and off and off because setting up a camera and all these things, or at least the way I want to do it, like I want it to look nice. It impedes me. So then I end up like not watching it like quick enough. And then at the end of the day, the funniest part is I end up not recording it and I just still watch it like regular anyways. But yeah, just wanted to confess that. Lord Basty, Jurassic World is better than Dominion. Okay. Oh, because Jurassic has come out, I think, in other parts of the world. And our friend Lord Basty is from the Philippines. Smuggler says, it's okay. I've seen A New Hope so many times, I can quote it by heart, start to finish. You know, I don't know if you guys know this, and let me know in the chat if you go through this too. Jonah, you as well. But I am terrible at memorizing lyrics, but it's really weird. Like, I don't know if it's some connective thing in my brain, but if you put the lyrics in front of me and like it's a song I know, I can do it word for word, right? But the minute you take away the lyrics, this is the type of singer I am. I'll be like, as it was, like I'll do as it was, and then I'll just start like murmuring the next words. Here's a crazier thing. If I ever write anything, like if I ever write a song, if I ever write lyrics or lines or anything, if it physically comes out of me, I can remember it. It's the weirdest thing. And I'm talking, you can remember it in like a few minutes. Like it's the weirdest thing. One of the craziest things. But
I can relate to that almost. Like, I can sing a theme from almost anywhere. Like, if you named any theme, I could probably sing it for you. But like, it takes me forever to imprint them into my memory. But once they're there forever for me. It's just a little different than how you're saying. Like, if you have the lyrics in front of you, you can do it. Whereas, like with me, I just need to know what you want from me, and like what's like what you want, and like
Yeah.
is it in my brain? If
Yeah.
it's not, then I'm sorry, I can't do it. But otherwise,
Yeah, it's a weird thing. I've always been like this. But again, literally the minute you put the words in front of me, it's like just I can visualize
all
it
the
in my head.
clarity just like goes
Yeah, it
there.
just like it goes okay, perfect, it fits it. Let's see. I think our man Adrian is in the house. Adrian, what's up? What's good, fam? Sup, nerds? What's up? Good to see you, Adrian. Thank you for being here. I wonder what time is there now? In Down Under. And it's also winter down there, right?
11 a.m. or not 11 a.m.
Pretty sure it's 6. No, 2-ish. I'm gonna go with 2-ish. It's like 1 p.m., 2 p.m. ish. Isabel says, yeah, Dominion is not completely out yet, but I can't wait to watch it early tomorrow. Oh yeah, Isabel, I think works at a theater. So is that how you get to see it early?
Yeah, basically 6 o'clock.
Yeah. Oh shit. Oh, got it. Adrian says, I just finished Obi Wan and Miss Marvel. Miss Marvel isn't bad. Adrian, that's actually pretty.
That's that's good to hear.
Yeah, that's good to hear. I had heard
So
good
low on
things
that
about
show.
Miss Marvel. I know Jonah's not excited about it. I'm excited about it, and I'm excited to see what sort of weight they put on this show. Like, one of the things that I'm kind of gauging is they're putting it up against Obi-Wan. So that was one kind of flag. I'm not going to say red flag, but that was one flag. 2, they keep saying it's like marketed, it's for a younger audience. So to me, this would be the first live action, like, important show that is supposed to be for a younger audience. So, I'm just like, I'm trying to figure out how much weight this show holds. But then if you think about it in a larger context, well, she's going to be in.
I think we need to watch the first episode before we decide how much weight this episode's gonna.
Yeah.
Before we decide how
But-
much weight this character's gonna hold.
But kind of it holds weight because if you think about it, it does tie into what's the Marvels movie with
Yes.
Captain Marvel.
Which also got pushed back because who knows?
Yeah.
Ant-Man.
Quantumania.
You get your favorite superhero coming out sooner, so I know you're happy about that.
Yeah, let's go, Ant-Man, baby, Skyline. I did a fair bit of theater. I've had memorized. But here's the thing. So I have learned. So I did like some play stuff, acting stuff, like in my younger years, like in elementary and one in middle school and high school. And I remember I was able to learn the lines. But for some reason, when it comes to like music, that is just like my biggest. I can't do it.
You remember how I told you I memorized Hondo's speech?
Oh yeah, Hondo.
Oh my god, that speech was terrible.
I can't even honestly, like, I'm trying to remember what Hondo sounds like. I remember more what he was saying than what he sounds like. But Adrian with the hot take, or maybe not hot take at all. But Adrian says Obi-Wan is getting worse and worse. How do they mess the show up? So here's the thing. I don't think the show is messed
You wanna know how
up.
they messed it up? Dave Filoni's not in charge.
Dave Filoni and John Favreau, Dave
That's how they
Filoni.
messed it up.
By the way, this is a really quick side note, but someone asked them, this is, I think, during Star Wars Celebration when they did like an interview in the back room, and someone asked them like, hey, where's Grogu going from here? Is he the future of Star Wars? And you know how sometimes when you're in a position like as a producer, as a showrunner, like Jon Favreau and Dave Filoni are in, that's a question sometimes you just kind of push off and you're more political about, and you're like, well, you know, he's a great addition to the show and we're just really enjoying him for the now. Who knows what's going to happen? But instead, Jon Favreau got really excited about the question, and he said something along the lines to the tune of, we've discussed it. There's nothing concrete yet. The beauty about Grogu Baby Yoda is that usually in characters, because people have a finite amount of years of life, especially human life, that you kind of have to continue a story via the offspring, via children. So the Skywalker saga is a perfect example. You've got Anakin Skywalker, his kids, and then his grandkids. With Grogu, a species that can live up to like 900 plus years old, he can carry Star Wars for however long they choose within that 900-year time frame.
Which
So-
includes prequels, original time,
Yep.
and sequels, and well into the future.
Dude, yes. So excited. But anyways, really quick, let me go back to Adrian's thing. I just want to say, Adrian, I totally understand where you're coming from. I totally hear out the people that feel the same way.
He's got
I'm
some
in.
more down there too, and later
Okay.
on.
Got you. Before I say that, just let me get off of what I thought really quick. So that is, I like the show. I'm finding now, especially in this episode, there was there was some really
A lot.
a lot of moments in this episode that support what it is I think you've said before, and that is the directing is becoming an issue. I'm gonna hold on to hope that 5 and 6 correct that part. I loved 1 through 3. I think 5 and 6, if they focus on Anakin, Obi-Wan, and Darth Vader and Obi-Wan, those two dynamics, if they focus on that and don't jib us, or I don't know what the word is, but don't jip us of the one-on-one, just let it be one-on-one. We don't need Riva or Grand Inquisitors coming in to save a day or to be there present during their fight, their finale fight.
I mean,
Just
if the
give
fight
us-
starts with Riva killing, or with Riva getting killed by either one of them, I would love it. But
No, I'm still floating towards that idea, Jonah, that we were saying about they might do a callback to Revenge of the Sith with a dual fight. We'll get Riva and the Grand Inquisitor, or Riva and the Fifth Brother, whichever. And then on this side, we'll get Darth Vader and Obi-Wan. And yeah, I think that's what's going to happen. But let me go back to like you were saying. It's clearly for 20. Got it. We're gonna have to watch it and see. Let's see. Carlos says, I'm on the Marvel subreddit and I'm just hearing good things. Felt like it's received way too much Feige tender loving care to be bad. Dude. Oh, by the way, type in the chat, happy belated birthday to our man, Kevin Feige. Happy belated Kevin. Yeah, happy belated Papa Feige. Okay, so here's Adrian's explanation. Adrian says it's all over the place, and the choices they've made for a limited series are questionable. Also, I mentioned last week, Deborah Chow is not a great director. That one hurts. So many inconsistencies for something that has so much, so much development time. I'm just amazed at how mid it really is. I don't hate it, but they should have really nailed this. Okay, it goes back to what I was saying previously, and that is, I'm holding on to hope that these last 2 episodes will send this off with a bang, number 1, and number 2, that the directing, I mean, at this point I can't excuse it. We were talking about this earlier, Adrian. I don't know if you were here, but we were talking about it earlier, and there's kind of no getting around that anymore.
it's just there,
Yeah.
and it's just like it's watching paint dry on a wall at this point. Like, is it ever gonna get better? Is it ever gonna solidify?
But
The world may never know.
The world may never know.
The tree
Smuggler still
falls
makes a
in
great
the
point, though,
forest.
and that is that here's the thing about Star Wars: it's always been uneven, and that is literally the most truest statement ever about Star Wars. Now, when you put it like that, and I'm just thinking about, okay, prequels, original, sequels, like, dude, definitely Rogue One, Solo, like. But yeah, there are bad moments in the original trilogy. It's cheesy. There will be
I mean,
flies
look at
in the
whole
soup.
sequel trilogy.
but I still love it.
And-
What'd you say?
Compare this to the whole sequel trilogy, and then tell me which one you hate more.
Oh yeah. But again, I think
No, I'm not saying that. Like, I'm not saying like what we're dismiss all the flaws we've been talking
Yeah.
about, but I'm just saying, like, in general, there's been a more coherent story, and like at least they've attempted to try and make a story out of this, and not just like person has powers because they
Yeah.
are person.
Yeah. Agreed 100% on that. And
Like, Obi really is doing the hero's journey in this one.
there you go. That I do like. And I love the fact that he's having to earn the Force back, right? He's having to earn that final battle with Vader. Now, one of the things about this particular episode, though, that did throw that off for me was, again, when he's walking away with Leia and his thing, when he just kind of easily got into the sanctuary that they're in, technically. I feel that was like a mid-season shortcut, to be honest. If this was a longer series or more seasons, I think that could pass. But because it's just a limited series, that shortcut, this episode, it being, to be honest, it's not a filler episode, but the length of it felt like a filler. And there was a few choices in it that were shortcuts, to be honest. So there's that. But at the end of the day, I still love this series specifically 1 through 3. I've rewatched it multiple times, and again, I haven't done that with other shows recently, where I like go back and I just gotta rewatch it. Adrian also says, fingers crossed for 5 and 6. I think it's going to suffer the same way a lot of the Marvel shows do and cram everything great into the final 2 episodes.
The thing with that too, I think they might be longer 5 and 6. I hope that they'll be longer 5 and 6. Like, if they're gonna cram everything in, give us 2 like 1 hour long episodes at least. Like, I want to see 75 minutes as the runtime for episode 5.
Well, I will say this, Jonah. Think about this: 1 through 3, they didn't jip us time-wise, right? Like, we were like pleasantly surprised. You and I were just like, oh my god, I can't believe this has 30 more minutes. Like, I can't believe this is still
56, 42, 48, and then this is the shortest by far with 39. So I want to see above 60 for 5 and 6, at least above 60.
Yeah. Where am I? So Isabel says, happy late birthday to Papa Feige. Carlos says, Obi-Wan needs Glup Shido. Glup Shido is like a meme, right?
I do not know.
Yeah, Glup Shido is like a... I don't even know how to really explain it, but
some death sticks.
Adrian's like, oh well. Yeah, so let's see what Wacky has to say. I think season 1 will end on a cliffhanger, a la Han and Carbonite, and resolution of these characters in this story comes in season 2 and 3, because Baby Yoda and young Leia are money, patience Padawans. Well, as we've heard, or maybe you haven't heard, there are rumors, rumblings about a season 2 of Obi-Wan, that this show was intentionally left, maybe even reworked recently, to have the potential for a season 2.
Like Moon Knight.
Like Moon Knight, yes. Now, the one thing about that for me personally is it begins to claw away at the mysticism that I felt coming into this series, like this specific one. But I will say, Ewan McGregor only has a finite amount of years left to be the Obi-Wan as we know him, right?
I think it would be cooler if we went to... I know that they're probably too old to do it, but if we got time with them in the years right before episode 2, I think that would be super cool to see with Hayden and Ewan. Like, I know like the age is nowhere near correct for that, but I think that if you're gonna make more Obi Wan Kenobi content, I would like to see it in that gap between episode 1 and episode 2, because there's almost as big as the time gap between 3 and 4 as or 1 and 2 as there is 3 and 4.
So Adrian rewatched Attack of the Clones last night, and and that's my least favorite Star Wars movie, according to Adrian. And I wanted to see how it compared. I enjoyed it more though than Obi-Wan season 1 so far. I keep saying season 1. Smuggler Steel says, I will watch Obi-Wan again. I won't watch the sequels again. That I think is a possibly a universal statement.
Well, I'll rewatch The Last Jedi for the few good moments that are in it. Other than that, I don't bother with the sequels.
You know what's actually kind of cool? Or let me see what Adrian says. Deborah Chow said every episode was under 1 hour. Not sure if that's true or not, but she
Dang.
did say that verbatim in interview. But I'm okay with episode 5 and 6. Again, as long as it hits 50, 52, I'm
As long
good
as
because
as
that's
long as
what.
it's like higher than 52. That's really all I care
Yeah,
about.
yeah,
at
yeah.
that point. Like 56 and 58 would be ideal.
Smuggler says, if Ewan is on board, I am on board. I would watch Ewan as Obi farming moisture for 6 episodes. I know. I am Obi Stan. But I will say, yeah, I'm of the same boat, Smuggler, with you completely. I'm a huge Ewan McGregor fan, huge McGregor fan as Obi-Wan. But I actually, something came to mind right now, and I want to know what you guys think, and Jonah, you as well. What if the next thing we see isn't Obi-Wan season 2? Oh no, that I debunked my whole thing. I was gonna say, what if it's a movie? But I don't think that's gonna happen, and the reason why I don't think it's gonna happen is because they're trying to build Disney Plus. We're in the early stages of Disney Plus. It doesn't make sense if Obi-Wan worked and is working on Disney Plus. They've got to churn that until. So the one thing I do think will become a movie though is the Mandalorian, or just like Mandalorian and surroundings. So Ahsoka, all the surrounding projects from the Mandalorian. I think that's going to culminate in a theatrical experience, and that would make sense.
Ms. Marvel is 42 minutes. Just so you know.
Okay. Hey, they only dropped one, right?
Yeah,
Okay.
it says 50 minutes, but there's 8 minutes of credits. I don't know if there's a post-credit scene. I just scrolled
I
from the
doubt
back
it.
to the end, but I don't care if there is.
I like this, dude, because it goes back to like writers would have to figure this out. But season 2 could be an Obi-Wan and Luke season. That's actually,
I would like that. I would like that.
that would be kind of cool. But I will say this though, I think the purpose or the reason why Leia is literally the whole show, is throughout the whole show, is because Luke is basically the original trilogy, if that makes sense.
I think it would be nice to. It would be cool to see Luke, but I think we should leave him alone, so that Obi-Wan is still this mystical figure to him,
Yes.
and old Ben is this random hermit that lives in the desert.
Yeah.
Rather than, oh, I know, good old Ben. Like, he's a Jedi. He's so cool. I want to be just like him. I want to get off this trash planet. No, Luke wants to get off the planet and join the Imperial Army, Navy, whatever you want to call it.
I was gonna say about the other thing about the Luke thing too is I don't know what I was gonna say.
I think it's just nicer to leave Luke as Luke.
Yeah.
Leave him in the Mandalorian timeline. Don't need to see him as a young boy.
Isabel says, "Wow, okay, there is a
Okay.
post credit. That is surprising. Like that literally is like super surprising to me.
Okay.
I did not expect that. That's just, it could be a whole other flavor of season, totally different story style. But here's the thing, even us talking about a season 2 is already like watering down
What's to come?
Yeah, like
season.
But but I'm torn though. I will say that I am torn just because, like Smuggler said before, I would watch you and his Obi-Wan anytime, anywhere, and we only get a finite amount of years more for him to technically do this, unless they want to de-age him or something. But yeah, that's a tough one.
Like I said, I would love to see the year before Attack of the Clones, and maybe even some live action Clone Wars stuff. That's what I would want to see. I don't want to see anything else in this timeline with Obi-Wan. I want him to be a hermit until Ezra finds him with Maul.
Oh,
because that still needs to happen.
yeah.
So I just let Obi-Wan be this hermit for 5 years, please. Leave him alone after this series.
I love what you just said. There you go. That sparked my ambition for this again. Okay, so let me get this straight. I think this could work. And let me know, chat, right now. Let me know. Would you be cool with let's leave Obi-Wan Kenobi the show season 1, the only one. So it's technically a limited series. Okay, we're on the same page. But what if Star Wars gave us a show which was kind of live action Clone Wars? So we kind of go back in time and we're seeing stories of him and Anakin, aka Hayden Christensen, in live action Clone Wars style.
And you get Natalie back as well.
Yeah. You get Natalie Portman back. The Naboo Taboo. And I'm gonna make those shirts, bro.
You gotta make that member emote once you get member.
The Naboo Taboo. Oh, I love that. But I will say, I am totally down for that, because then that doesn't chip away at my mysticism that I have for Obi-Wan, for this time period. It doesn't, again, create more than what needs to be. Instead, we get to kind of just explore stories that were set in the time of him as a Jedi Knight.
Because, like, for me, I was already skeptical about this, like, show going into it. I was like, I don't want this to ruin how Obi-Wan gets to where he is.
Yeah.
When he faces Maul. I was excited for it going into it, don't get me wrong. But the whole mysticism and stuff of just knowing that he faces Maul.
Yeah.
And Maul finally finds out that he's the guardian of the Chosen One. Like, just the mysticism of that whole scene. I just wanted it to be left alone. Which they gave it 6 years to breathe. Give it the 6 years to breathe.
Well, let me ask you this. 2 things. One, what is the line that Maul tells him before he passes? It's something along the lines of, "Is he the chosen one?" or something, right?
I believe. Let me double check it.
But he was referring to Luke though, right?
Yes.
And okay, so that's one. But 2, what I wanted to say was, dude, it makes so much sense now. Like, why Obi-Wan was so gracious and powerful when he fought Maul. Like, he seemed so in tune with the Force at that moment. He seemed so in tune with the Force. He seemed like...
Because what I want this season to end with is Qui-Gon finally speaking out to him.
Yeah.
That's how I want it to end.
Yeah.
And I want the last thing to be like... Honestly, I just want Liam Neeson's voice saying Obi-Wan, and I want it to cut to black, and then it's over. Because that would leave it to be so mystical.
Oh my God, you're right.
It would just prove that he got through to Qui-Gon, and that Qui-Gon's able to enlighten him back into the Force, and then he can get to the point where he's at, in Rebels.
Kind of like how what happened in episode 2 when he's having this like PTSD moment, and he like searches his feelings, and he says Anakin, and then it cuts to Anakin, and that's it. You don't really get much more than that.
Yeah.
That would be super sick. Even if it cuts to black, but like just knowing like the implication, like, okay, he did get to him. He did connect with him. But I personally, I think there's too much money on the table for them to not actually bring Liam Neeson as a Force ghost.
I will. I just want. I just think the mysticism needs to be there. I don't want to know how he learned. Like, I don't want to know what happened. Honestly, I want it to be a mystery. Like, that's kind of my thing.
Wacky, I haven't read this whole thing. So Wacky says Reva knows Leia is a Force user. Possibly. I don't know 100% if that is the case, but it seems like it. So as I think she has to meet her demise without revealing that, as to maintain canon, she cannot reveal it to Vader. It's not even that she can't reveal it to Vader. It's just I don't think she does it in time. She never actually says it to Vader. So Vader never finds out. Smuggler says, I don't see Disney leaving that. There you go. Smuggler, we're on the same wavelength. I don't see Disney leaving that money.
I just want this era to be left alone.
Yeah.
Put Ewan in whatever you want. Just leave these 6 years between the end of this season and Rebels alone.
Yeah. Adrian says season 2 will be Obi 2 Kenobi. It's about Ben's brother Glenn and his struggles with living under his brother's shadow.
Oh my gosh. Maul says, tell me, is it the chosen one that he's protecting? And Obi-Wan then says, he is.
Yeah. Can I ask?
Maul says he will avenge us.
Okay, so can I ask why he said yes?
Because Maul was dead.
No. But
and
why?
That's what Obi-Wan was led to believe by Qui-Gon.
But the chosen one is supposed to be Anakin.
Yes.
Oh, but Obi-Wan doesn't.
Through talking to
Got you.
Qui-Gon, he learns that the only way to save the chosen one is through Luke being the new chosen one to save the chosen one.
Yeah. He's basically, there's better ways of wording it, but to word it quickly, that's how you would have to say it. But in other words, he was like, well, we all know this, that Luke is the catalyst. He's not the actual chosen one, but he is the catalyst that allowed the chosen one to fulfill his prophecy. I always thought that was so cool, but
but no, that's what I mean though. Is like Obi-Wan is now led to believe that Luke is the chosen one because he's the only one. He's their last hope. He's the new hope.
Mike says, I want a music scene like the Cantina scene, except it's in the Naboo Taboo Club. Oh, man, what did we start?
I just rewatched the entire scene, and I have chills, even watching it on mute.
That's crazy. That scene of Rebels with Maul and Kenobi is so good. Kenobi, my mind's eye. Wanders? What is it? My mind's eye wanders.
You want it? You want it?
I want it.
Lost.
My mind's eye.
I am lost. And yet I can feel his presence. So close. So close. I can see him.
I can see him.
In my mind's eye.
In my mind's eye.
Kenobi.
Kenobi. End of episode 6 will be Obi-Wan in Dex's diner. He plays
post-credit scene.
Plays a Journey song on the jukebox. Then the door opens and we cut to black.
No, he's got to play the da 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 da. That one.
What, dude? Don't stop believing in the Force. Dude, that'd be sick. Isabel says, it's getting late and I'm going to bed. Have a good night. And vibes. Vibes to you, Isabel. Thank you so much for being here. Appreciate you so much. Like I said, I will figure something out about Miss Marvel. We will do the watch parties for sure after Obi-Wan ends
So episode 4
of
of
Miss Marvel. We will be doing watch parties for sure. Until then, got to figure some stuff out. How we're gonna do that. Claybear, we have not. We were just saying how we're gonna probably watch those on our own. I'm still up in the air about it. I'll get back to you guys on what exactly we're gonna do. But definitely episode 4 of Miss Marvel, we will be doing the watch parties until it finishes. Does anybody know how many episodes this is?
6 to 8.
6 to 8. Okay.
I did not see the number. All I know is that She-Hulk is like the first one to be like at least 9 episodes since WandaVision.
Got it. Holy cannoli, you're right. WandaVision was long.
Yeah.
Or yeah.
It was long. Everything else has been like 6 episodes.
I think personally, I
and
think
they even rushed WandaVision.
I think that's so funny. That's true.
They had 3 more episodes and they still rushed it.
Oh man,
Because
that's
they
incredible.
wasted 3 episodes on 20-minute like shorts.
Yeah. Oh, that's so true. Yeah, because if you take away the first 2 episodes, then you're kind of left with
The
what,
first 2
7?
episodes are pretty much 1 episode.
Yeah. No, wait. So
Then
then the first 3 episodes were in black and white.
The first 2 were, and then it turns into color. At
The third one's the 70s.
Yeah.
Got it.
6 episodes for Miss Marvel.
Oh, dude, this is really good, bro. Literally, Claybear, Adrian, Isabel, a few others have come in and said that they're really like they have good things to say about the first episode. That is really good, dude. Because you know what I expected tonight? 2 things. One, I thought Obi Wan Kenobi was gonna be like a cultural phenomenon this week. Like I thought it was gonna be some crazy stuff, and we were gonna be crazy on that. So that's number 1. Number 2, I thought the inverse of Miss Marvel. I honestly thought we were going to get into these chats and people were going to be like, man, this is such a kid show. Man, this is so like blah, 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 blah. For you all to be coming in saying it's good and you guys are excited about it, that makes me excited.
I'm slowly getting excited. Slowly. It went from a 1 to maybe a 2.
All right, but by episode 4, we're gonna get you to. We'll get you to a 4.
Well, I need to watch it, and
Yeah.
then I need to accept that she's not an inhuman, and then I need to accept that she's a child, and then
Hey, how old is she supposed to be in the show?
I don't know. Ask someone who's watched
Yeah,
it.
that's true. If anybody knows, without saying anything
I'm
else,
guessing 16.
okay.
Like,
How
that
old was
my
America
guess.
Chavez? Does anybody know? 16, I think, as well.
I
Oh wait, no,
don't
no,
know. No, she was never like age dropped.
no, you're right. I'm thinking her real age in real life. She's 16, I believe.
There's no way she's 16.
Bro, it blew my mind too, because like I was like, what the heck? There's no way. Because dude, that is young. I honestly thought like she was an actress like a I don't know, like a 18, 19, 20-year-old. And then obviously those can usually play younger characters, but this was the opposite.
What?
Yeah, dude, that's crazy.
Okay. She holds herself so much higher than any 16-year-old I would ever imagined.
No, her years, her maturity is crazy, bro. Crazy. Her energy, her maturity. When she was at the Soups event thing, I didn't even know that day. I found out a few days later, in passing or something. I just found out that she was like 16, but she could have fooled me because freaking she handled everything like a pro. Smuggler says, I think Obi-Wan will be lit for the last 2 episodes. And
I hope
Smuggler
so.
but Smuggler says that succinctly. She says that specifically. It's going to be lit. Yes. Sochi Gomez is just 16. It's so funny. I always accidentally say Chochil, but it's Sochi. But
All right. What the hell? Well, I'll we'll find out about Ms. Marvel next time.
yeah. So like Miss Marvel, if anybody does know, let us know how old she is in the show. I'm curious as to see how old she is.
Does it say on
I-
Disney Plus how old she is?
And I'm pretty sure Malala,
A
is that her name?
teenager growing up in Jersey City. Nope, doesn't say the exact age. We're just gonna assume at least her junior year because it looks like they're going to prom in one episode.
Remember you and me when we went to Spider-Man, or Avengers Campus, and then we went into the Spider-Man ride, and then they had the lockers.
Yeah.
Remember you pointed to one of the lockers, and I couldn't tell, was it Miss Marvel or was it
God.
America Chavez? I couldn't remember. To this day, it's
can't
been bugging
remember,
me
dude.
because you pointed to
man,
it.
I wish we got that on vlog footage.
Yeah. Or I might have it actually. I might look.
I would look, cause maybe we did show it.
Millie Bobby Brown. No, I think for season 3 she was. I think right now she is currently 18 or 19. She's now an adult. I wonder if the rest of the cast are adults, like if they're past 18. But yeah, she is 18 or 19 now. But you know, one of the things I was saying, and we'll kind of start wrapping up now, but I was saying one thing that would be really, really cool would be if they made a Leia series where she basically grows up with us. You know, so however old she is right now, I think she's 10 in the show. I don't know how old she is in real life, but it'd be kind of cool to see her grow up kind of like Millie Bobby Brown did in Stranger Things. So have a Leia series, and then that series just basically follows that actress as Leia until
She's 10 years old in real life.
Oh god.
Or she just had her birthday 4 days ago.
Happy belated. What's her name, by the way?
Vivian Lyra Blair.
There you go. Vivian.
Also, Carrie Fisher was totally open to Princess Leia being recasted, so it's so cool that they're finally capitalizing on it.
One thing I was gonna say.
Wacky. Confirmed.
Kamala Khan is a 16-year-old Pakistani American high schooler, and this is coming from Billboard. Nice. Oh, Smuggler, you're awesome. A big thank you to our host. You guys rock. Jonah, you rock.
Hey, you do too.
Thank you so much, Smuggler, for the good vibes and just being here and like hanging out with us. It's always a pleasure to do this. And I think it's so cool how even though we're not in the same room, even though we're
like it.
miles apart, it feels like it doesn't feel like that. It feels like we're close. It feels like we're just having a good time.
You know what we need to do one of these days?
What?
Is just go live and Mandalorian season 2 finale or season 2 finale. Just do it.
Dude, we should have like a Star Wars-a-thon. Just like that would just blaze through it all.
Instead of a subathon, Star Wars-a-thon.
A subathon. But thank you, Smuggler. We appreciate you so much. Can't even explain how much. But Clay Bear Travel says, I just know when Millie is done with Stranger Things, she'll make the jump to Marvel. There was something that they were eyeing her for. It was a rumor, but it was a rumor that I was like, oh, this is pretty believable. I can't remember. It's kind of, one thing I'm really proud of is how Marvel now is a source of like
She has, according to IndieWire, she hasn't seen any comic book movies.
she's a pure actress, like a, what's that called? Like a Martin Scorsese sort of actress.
Yeah.
Thank you, Smuggler. Yeah, exactly. There you go, Claybear. She does rock too. Filmtopia-thon. Oh, that is a good one. Dude, Claybear's always got the comments that I'm gonna paste or
Frame them.
frame one day. That's so funny. Okay. Let's go. After part 2, I thought a season 2 could be Obi interacting with young teen Leia. Again, I think this is leaving it at such a beautiful spot, but yeah, no.
I
I think
want more. Less is more.
yeah, less is more. There you go. But I do want more Ewan as Obi-Wan. Give it to us in another vacuum, though.
Yes,
How about that?
Give us Clone Wars live
Yes.
action, and have Ashley come in. Let
Ashley?
Ashley make a cameo. Like if she doesn't make a cameo in Ahsoka, I am gonna be so sad.
Oh man, that is already making me sad because I'm thinking about. Because dude, come on. Like, how can she not just be a standby? You know, like she's
I
got to be
know.
a part of it, bro.
Oh, I know.
It's freaking
Somehow.
Sky Guy.
You know what would be insane? Like I know we'd think like Obi-Wan's wife is playing Hera.
Yeah.
What if Ashley is actually playing Hera? Like, what if that happened?
That'd be
Would that be trippy?
no.
Like for just the voice?
Oh,
being-
the voice. You're right. Yeah, no. That would
But
actually.
I would love that if that happened. But then she's known for Ahsoka. That's the only problem.
Yeah. It's kind of like she she just got pigeonholed into Ahsoka, but then she wasn't allowed to be Ahsoka, so now she can't be anybody else. Like that's effed up.
Yes, but she's embraced it and she loves
Yeah.
it, and she loves everything that she does for Star Wars. And
Yeah. And I think this past Star Wars celebration really re-emphasized that to her. And I'm
Oh,
so
yeah.
glad.
everyone loves her so much.
Yeah. Because sometimes, if you go in silence, right? Kind of like with Ewan McGregor, Hayden, George Lucas, Jar Jar Binks, blanking on his name, the guy that played him. But basically, all the actors from the prequels thought they were utter failures. Like, they thought, like, oh my God, I can't believe people, like, hate us this much. But in reality, it was just, in reality, it was just the people that it was intended for, us, like younger people at around that time, grew up and were finally able to voice their love for this. So honestly, I think this was probably the most important Star Wars celebration ever.
Oh, I know, I agree. On top of that too, like it just shows like how she has just embraced the hate that Ahsoka got unjustly. Well, justly. Like how Dave Filoni created Ahsoka to be annoying, to be that one person that you're like, who are you and why are you not listening to the Chosen One and his master? Like,
Yep.
And then she turns into the most complex, loved character Star Wars has seen till Mandalorian.
Yeah.
And I don't think I've seen anyone be cosplayed more than Ahsoka since
Yeah.
2010.
Well, funny you say that about Ahsoka, because the same goes for Hayden Christensen as
I know.
Anakin, dude. Like, a lot of people, rightfully or not rightfully so, like, bashed Hayden's interpretation of Anakin, but in reality,
That is the interpretation.
that is like the utter interpretation. Like, that is the perfect interpretation. The way, like, if you want to call his whininess or his impatience,
the prequels are like wine. They get better with time.
Exactly. Exactly. Dude, another one I would have to frame. Filmtopia Con. Dude. Holy shit.
You know what else we need to watch?
Hmm.
The Revenge of the Sith supercut.
But that's not a real thing, though. That's a YouTube thing, though, right?
It's a YouTube thing.
Yeah.
But it's so worth watching. It's so
Dude,
well done.
heck yeah. That would be so sick. If anybody's wondering what the Revenge of the Sith supercut is, essentially it's this cut that's on YouTube, and it's 4 hours long?
It's 5.5 hours long.
5.5 hours long. And the reason why is because it superimposes, or like it brings in footage.
It's combining Revenge of the Sith and the final 4 episodes of the Clone Wars.
There you go.
So it starts with the battle that Anakin saves Obi-Wan's life and then commits a war crime. And it stays with the Clone Wars until they rush to go save the Chancellor. And it follows them to go save the Chancellor.
So
And
sick.
it bounces back and forth between Mandalore and what's happening on Coruscant.
That is so
and then
sick.
it just bounces back and forth the entire time, and then it lines up Order 66 perfectly and everything. And
Oh.
the first time I watched that, oh my,
I would cry.
I was crying for like an
Yeah.
hour from Order 66 starting to like the resolution of Ahsoka's side of
Yeah.
everything. I was crying.
I don't blame you. Prequel marathon win. Coming soon to a screen near you. Kleber says, now that we got a new crew of celebrity kids from Stranger Things and Ghostbusters, we really need Goonies too. That's a good one.
Where all the originals are the adults of the kids now.
That's a
That would
good
be good.
That's a good one. Kleber Travels says, not gonna lie, but Star Wars prequels are like Star Trek Next Generation. I didn't really like them until 10 years later. But you know what the beauty, and that's a great point too. But you know what the beauty about how that comment finishes is that Kleber says he liked them 10 years later. So the end result was liking them. And
I don't know if I'm going to feel that way about the
sequels.
We're coming up on the 10-year mark really fast. Force Awakens was 2014, 15.
Yeah.
That's 2-3 years from now, and I still
But
think the movie's mid.
But I will say this though. If you think about it from this angle, the same way the Clone Wars like amplified the prequel trilogy, whether you watch the Clone Wars or not, but even if you've just heard stories, right? Like if you've just heard stuff in passing of how like this like fills in this. But with this show, this was the first glimmer of light, and in Mandalorian, so not the first, but a glimmer of light with this, with, okay, why did Leia name her son Ben? It makes 110,000,000% sense now. And I think that's one of the coolest things.
Because they already had a good reason to name him Ben.
Yeah.
Which was
Ben
brought them together by having Han take him to Leia on the Death Star.
Yeah.
But yeah, they have 2 years to decanonize the sequels. For the 10-year
world
mark.
between worlds.
The Ahsoka timeline.
Yeah. And Thrawn and all those good things. But yeah, one thing just to wrap up about the sequels, and that is, I don't necessarily know if it's going to have the same sort of rejuvenation the way the prequels did. I think the prequels aged like fine wine, like we've said. But the sequels, on the other hand, it's not, it's so discombobulated. It's really hard.
It's so hard to be like, that was, I will sit down and enjoy that. Like, it's so hard to do that.
Yeah.
Because, like, do I really want to sit down and watch Rey?
Yeah.
Pull a lightsaber out of snow, thinking that it should have been Luke. Even Mark Hamill thought it should have been him.
Yeah. Mark Hamill was pissed.
He's like, oh my god, what a great entrance from. Oh, it's Rey. And I have to train this girl.
No, she got trained, bro. Ben Solo trained her. Kylo Ren trained her. When he invaded her mind with his Force, investigation.
That's what you're gonna say now?
No, that's canon.
That is,
bro. Okay, so if anybody's wondering,
that's terrible.
I don't know if it's the novel, or that book from like New Scholastic, but basically, it says something along the lines of Rey. The reason why Rey was why we're able to justify her being able to do a combat with Kylo Ren in the snow, because remember, she's not supposed to have any sort of sword abilities, lightsaber abilities. Well, apparently, when Kylo Ren was in her mind, like trying to like get information from her, she basically, in a way, like downloaded some of his like fighting skills, and that is the justice.
You're making the sequels even harder to watch. I'm sorry, this is terrible.
So that's how she was able to hold her own
Sorry, but what the fuck?
Oh man,
There's my one
but
F-bomb.
we all get one. Oh man, that's funny.
Justifying it by saying she took powers from Kylo? Like, I would get it if they're like, yeah, so the power is awoken in her because, like, Kylo prodded the wrong spot of her brain, and
Yeah.
then all of a sudden, like, the Force, like, blew
Well,
up in her
because
brain or whatever. But, like, for her to download the Force,
well, and now
that's
I'm thinking
almost as
about
bad
it.
as somehow Palpatine returned.
Yeah. So now I'm thinking about it. I'm thinking about the scene, and it's not just a one-way thing. So it kind of like does make sense. Like it's not something they just kind of like.
I'm not
Well,
even
if
gonna open the movie to completely agree with you on this. I'm
so I remember. So Kylo goes in, and then all of a sudden, like she like sends it back to him. She's like, and like they kind of go back and forth.
and then they don't kiss. That's all I remember.
Smuggler says, let's move on. Smuggler says, let's be honest, the Clone Wars truly enriched the prequels. There we go. That's the word I was looking for. Enriched. Very much so. Like that, yeah, that and just time also. Because the thing about the prequels is that it leaves, and I'm talking about just the movies, there's so much lore that you just want to know about. Like, if you're into politics, if you're into like crime, like if you're like a crime junkie, sort of, whatever. Like, there's so many things in Star Wars that you can
If you're
attach yourself
into
to.
Jedi stories of
Yeah,
what happened in between 2 and 3. And
dude. If you like cities, if you like sand, if you like jungles, if you like
snow,
dude, if you like cantinas or bars or just like stuff like that.
the Undercity or the Underworld. Like,
Yep.
so much in the Clone Wars.
Yeah.
Like, they took full advantage of everything. Like, forget world building. It was like
Galaxy building. There we go. I love that. Claymore Travel says, whoa, mind blown. Never thought about the Ben connection until now. Honestly, it is like probably one of my top 3 things that I've taken away from this show so far.
Yeah.
That is the most beautiful full circle.
But it also makes Obi-Wan looking at Luke all the more impactful too, because he knows Leia.
Oh, yeah.
And he knows how capable Leia is.
Yeah.
Because of this series. So he knows that Luke is in good hands and that Luke will be protected.
Mm-hmm.
So he can relinquish his duty and accept becoming a Force ghost so he can achieve the next level of life.
Yeah. Ascend to the basically immortality, like what the Sith were looking for the whole time. Javon's in the house. Nice to see you, Javon. Javon's been here 3 weeks in a row, and we appreciate you. Even if it's just for a little, we still appreciate you.
I just want to say, Javon, you might have to leave a comment on what you thought about the episode.
Yeah.
Because I see that he said he's going to go watch it real quick. So
okay.
You might need to leave a comment. Because we're going to be wrapping up soon. But it's great to see you again.
Yeah. Smuggler says, yeah, the sequels were too disjointed. I agree. We all agree, actually. That's I'm comfortable saying all of us. Wacky says, in 10 to 20 years, there will be renewed appreciation for the sequels because today's kids who grew up on them will be adults. Basically, like a poetry, which George Lucas harped on a lot. And
it's like poetry.
It's like poetry. It rhymes. It reoccurs.
It
and
just rhymes.
I am open and 100% really excited to see how the sequels impacted the new generation, right? People younger than us, people that grew up on those movies. Like Rey must mean so much to so many girls and people and
oh yeah,
right.
I mean, look at Padme. Look what Padme did for girls in our generation.
Yeah.
Look what Leia did for girls in their generation. Like,
yeah.
It's a generational type thing, and I think that Rey is gonna have a lot more impact. But I do just want to say, they tried a show that was gonna be like Clone Wars and Rebels that was gonna enrich the sequels, and that thing went down faster than Palpatine somehow returning.
Dude, that is the best meme. Whenever I see like people use that, just that little 1 second clip, somehow Palpatine's returned. Oh my god, it's so
And
funny.
I just love that it's Oscar Isaac too.
I know, dude. Honestly, that's maybe the
if I
only
ever
reason
meet
why it's
him-
passable.
If I ever meet him, I want to be like, hey, can you like write the quote somehow Palpatine returned on with you signing this?
He must be so pissed, dude, that he was ever a part of Star Wars. I'll be completely honest.
I think he would be more pissed that he was part of that Star Wars and not part of
Like the Mandalorian stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah. He
Yeah,
could have been Andor per se. Like
He could have been the Mandalorian.
he could have been the Mandalorian too. Shit, why did I even say that? Is so true. Wow, that is so true. I didn't even think of that.
He basically is the Mandalorian of Marvel right now.
That
With
is
Moon Knight, like you have a mercenary who has this like Batman style life,
uh
who gets a
Uh,
weapon that they don't know how to control, and
yeah,
Yeah.
but Smuggler, we all get the heebie-jeebies. I was disappointed with the sequels because of all the things that really needed to happen was that Luke, Leia, and Han all needed to be together in another scene, but we never got that. Yeah, very, very inexcusable. Now, obviously, what happened between episode 8 and 9 was out of everybody's control. But even in the Colin Trevorrow script, well, there's no way because of Han dying in 7, so never mind.
no, but even in the original script for 9, it would have been so much better.
Yeah. Oh, dude, Colin Trevorrow's script is something I honestly think that could
Why
have
couldn't
been.
he have done the entire sequels? He
Um,
had such a good vision, like
Yeah.
on how to end it.
Yeah.
I also just think that it would have been cool to see George Lucas's original plan for the sequels, having Darth Maul come back as the God Emperor
Oh.
of the Undercity
With
Or of the Underworld.
what's her name?
with Kira.
No, but his
No.
like assistant. She had red talons.
Oh yeah, I know who you're talking about.
Yeah. But basically that the George Lucas trequel or sequel trilogy, yeah, probably would have been better.
That would have been sick to see.
I will say there's one thing about the Colin Trevorrow script that worries me. It worries me very, very much.
Which was
And the reason why is because in that script, the original script for episode 9, he takes us to a planet where Kylo's supposed to speak to the teacher of Darth Sidious, aka Palpatine, and it's
mean Darth
not
Plagueis.
and it's not Plagueis. It's somebody named Tor Valum. And that's the one and let me retrace as to why I'm a little scared. Because the Acolyte is currently being developed. And if they were thinking that then, right? Like kind of I don't know if it's decanonizing or just kind of like shooting down our hopes of because it's never really been confirmed that Darth Plagueis was Darth Sidious's master, the rule of 2. But it was so just it seemed like that was what was going to happen or what was how it was supposed to be. So I'm a little worried if the Acolyte doesn't address that and if it ends up giving us a different master, a different a Dark Lord, other than Plagueis. But yeah. Where are we? Wacky says, but I do think Disney with their new ownership move to get new movies in theme park lands pronto.
Oh, speaking of theme park,
Uh-huh.
they are finally getting us out of the stupid sequel era in Galaxy's Edge.
Is that confirmed?
Yes, Boba Fett confirmed it.
Okay.
They're now allowing timeline to exist. And,
Okay,
or
so-
to no longer exist. Is what I
So
should
basically,
say.
we can get any character now. So if you guys are all wondering what Jonah's talking, go ahead, Jonah, if you want to tell them.
So Galaxy's Edge has been stuck in between episode 8 and 9 for the longest time.
Like the characters and like the
characters, the
timeline.
interactions, the timeline. It's been between 8 and 9 this whole time, and I've hated it. And I'm just like, why is campus in a no timeline zone? But this
Avengers
is.
Campus, yeah.
Yeah. Which actually I found out through one of my friends who's a cast member that campus actually has a timeline.
Yeah.
But it's a little. It's a very, very variant of what the MCU is.
Yeah.
But so with Boba Fett and Fennec Shand showing up, which happens 25 plus years before episode 8, 9, they're finally breaking the timeline and finally allowing more characters to show up, including later this year, around November, December, Mando and Grogu.
No way. No way.
Look it up.
Dude, that is going to be that.
I know.
Dude.
That's what I'm saying. Like, they finally.
Yeah.
How long has Galaxy's Edge been open? 5 years?
Yeah.
Finally. We're getting the characters we've been wanting
to
start to show up.
Dude,
and
but
it's not
like
long before someone like Obi Wan shows up, and they already have the characters that were showing up for Star Wars night. Who's to say they wouldn't start making appearances?
Whatever Star Wars is doing currently, let's continue to pray and hope that they continue this path of righteousness. Of whatever they're doing, it's working. Us, the fans, are receiving it very well. Disney, Lucasfilm, if you're watching, again, we love everything about Star Wars. We love everything about Marvel. Marvel, it's in great hands with Kevin Feige. Star Wars, Kathleen Kennedy is one of the greatest producers of all time. I just think currently, or no, in the past, we've run into situations where things weren't properly planned or whatever. But I will say, it does seem like we're getting into a place where maybe we can let bygones be bygones and now give us what we want. And we appreciate you for doing that. So Kathleen, if you're watching, thank you. Please, we just implore you to continue doing it. And just, if you can, please listen to us. I think Jon Favreau and Dave Filoni do a good job of listening to us, kind of. And maybe not even
David's
listening
always
to
been good at
us.
listening.
Honestly, it's not even listening to us. What on Jon Favreau and Dave Filoni's part, what it is I think they are us. You know what I mean? So, so if anything, listen to them.
If you go back and listen to Dave's talking about the creation of Clone Wars and everything, he was fanboying over meeting George and everything.
Yeah,
and getting to work with him on it, and
he's the one that took the picture of George holding Grogu. Remember? Because he's invited George to multiple to do multiple set visits,
and he wants to make sure that what he's doing is by the book,
approved by the king himself, Mr. George Lucas. But really quick, let me run through what Wacky said really quick.
Yeah.
So the fans wanted Luke, Leia, Han, Yoda. All right. And they blew Galaxy's Edge by anchoring it in existing theme parks instead of a separate gigantic new theme park with all the characters.
They're working towards it. There are other news in Anaheim. The Los Angeles Angels of Anaheim are most likely moving to Long Beach in the next 3 to 5 years, which leaves their entire stadium
vacant,
which Disneyland can then buy up and create a Star Wars land there if wanting, because it's literally an 8-minute drive from Angel Stadium to Disneyland.
And dude, if you think about it, right, we're moving into the future in terms of technology. Think about this. What is in Las Vegas right now as we speak? What is being developed by people over at Tesla? No, not Tesla. Well, yeah, Tesla and Hyperloop. These underground railroad system sort of things, like Hyperloop systems where it's automated or it's just a train. So that's a very big possibility on keeping it connected and stuff. And then 2 is, I think what Disney did is they did it beautifully. Where they placed Star Wars in Disneyland in Anaheim and where they placed Avengers Campus in California Adventure is so clever because, dude, they have
huge lots that they can expand into.
basically Toontown, even though I know it's getting renovated to be a better Toontown. But if they really wanted to, okay, you
They
take
have
off.
space behind Toontown too.
Yeah, so you've got
There's
the
so
space.
much space behind the wall of Galaxy's Edge.
Yep. I got chills right now, to be honest. I freaking love that place. Colin Trevorrow would have figured out how to get everyone back together, just like he's doing in Jurassic Park Dominion. Hey, he accomplished that, right?
No spoilers.
Nah, the trailer showed that one.
No, I
Yeah.
know.
I can
I
rewatch
still gotta
sequel.
say because people are starting. Some people have already watched it.
I can rewatch sequels again and again. I think Last Jedi is my favorite, but they missed the mark with the fans because it didn't follow the big 3. Not really 9, 10, 11, but a new canon trilogy. Yeah, I mean, I would please just no more Anakin, no more Skywalker saga, please. Like, we don't need to explore that anymore.
Or if you do, just make it a new timeline.
Yeah, and you can achieve that via the World Between Worlds. I don't know if they'll actually do it just because of the complication. It could be as far as like how palatable that is to like
I
their
think what
mass
Dave
fans.
and John are trying to create is the world where the Legends books can come to life.
Dude, that's gonna be sick.
I mean, they've set it up well.
Yeah.
Like Thrawn and Ezra in the outer rim.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's gonna happen.
You know what's funny? I was thinking about it right now. You and me didn't even know each other
Oh my god.
during the Ahsoka episode.
Yeah.
Of Mandalorian, and I didn't even know, like, I don't even know your reaction of that episode, number one. And number two, when she's like, where is Admiral Thrawn? Like,
I flipped.
I'm just thinking about it right now.
I have a coffee table. I almost flipped my coffee table because I was watching it on my TV.
Yeah.
I was like, are you kidding me? My whole reaction for episode 5 of season 2 for Mandalorian was a lot more energized than episode 8. Or at least like the whole Skywalker scene. I was a lot more pumped for Ahsoka than I was for Luke, I would say, but then just because of how Luke looked, the whole like the feeling of all of that, trust me, it was there. Like I felt the same way that you did, but at the same time I was just like, it's not Ahsoka. Why isn't it Ahsoka? Where's Ahsoka?
Oh man, that's crazy, dude. I can't believe Filmtopia is just a year old.
Oh, I know.
Like, that is crazy.
It's so strange to think about.
Really quick. Spoiler says Darths are so subtle. If I get to play a Darth, I really just want to cut straight to it, and I want to be Darth, bad gal. That's actually a really that's a good name.
You should make a cosplay of that because I know you like making cosplays.
Exactly. J-Mal says, yo, what is happening? It's so good so far. I bet you anything he's on the part where Obi-Wan's holding the water. That's around the area he is.
Probably.
Oh, Claybear, I have an answer for this. I'm surprised Gareth Edwards, the original director for Rogue One, hasn't been tapped for more Star Wars projects. So 2 reasons. One, he kind of got fired midway through production. Then they brought in.
Barely got lucky to keep his one scene in.
Yeah. What was his scene? His scene was.
Was it Gareth Edwards or was it the new director the guy who pulls the lever at the end of the hallway scene?
Got you. No, then it probably wasn't Gareth. But you know who took over for him? Who took over for Gareth? Was the director now for Andor. So not only was he a replacement, but he was like a permanent replacement. He ended up being like
What
he's
was his name again?
I can't remember right now. But I will say, just to wrap up that Gareth Edwards thing, he got essentially fired midway through over creative differences with Kathleen
Diego
Kennedy.
Luna, or no, Diego Luna is
Is the actor.
the actor.
So something Roland? No,
Michael Daughtery, no.
no,
Gareth is the only person that's getting credit.
no. His name is. It's bugging me. Jesus. It's bugging
Someone's
me.
gonna know it. Toby Haynes. Oh, I should just look up Andor.
Oh yeah, duh.
Toby Haynes directed
No,
the first 3 episodes.
no. Maybe he's the showrunner. then.
Also directing Jonathan Freeman and Adriano Goldman served as cinematographers.
But it's not Toby Haynes. It's I know Toby Haynes is probably directing a few episodes, but
He's
that's
directing the first 3.
yeah. I'm talking about.
John Watts,
No.
Tony Gilroy.
Tony Gilroy. Tony Gilroy. So he might have. Yeah.
Oh yeah, Edwards got to keep his scene in Rogue One.
I got you. That's funny. But yeah, so that was my long-winded answer, Claybear. I'm going to be honest, says Smuggler Steel. I think Mando is the most Star Wars of the Star Wars Disney projects. It is Star Wars. Yes, I agree. I'm trying to think. Yeah, no, that is. I mean, that's why everybody was so. It was so profound. It was groundbreaking. That
Yeah,
sort of type of
it-
show.
Just reset. It is just a massive reset button
Yeah.
after 3 bad movies in
Dude.
a row.
Think about this. This was actually during the last Star Wars celebration where we got to see that trailer, the Mando trailer #1. And remember when Mando the circular door opens and he walks into the bar, and then the way the trailer I think ends is when he like shoots some guy, like he shoots some guy with like a string, and then he pulls him in, and then that circular door
Yep.
snaps him in half. Gunslinger. So good. Okay, we're gonna run through these last few comments, and it says Wacky says, imagine if Galaxy's Edge had not been in a land, had been a land in an existing theme park, but instead it was just one land of many Star Wars lands in a brand new Star Wars theme park. I was shocked Disney did not do this. That's a great idea.
I mean, Galaxy's Edge could just be a stop.
Yeah, that's true. That is true.
And if they
It's a
do
port.
end up buying the Angel Stadium grounds,
Yeah.
that could become the Star Wars
Yeah, and
area.
that's how you could globalize Star Wars, right? It's you put one in Wisconsin, right? You put one in Texas, you put one in New York, you put one in just like different places, and they're different ports. I think that would be
They're
really
all
cool.
different planets and they're all different ports.
Yeah. Claver says, I got a buddy that really likes the Yuzan Vong storyline in the books. He thinks that would be amazing if they brought it to live action. I think there's a lot of things.
There's so much Legends stuff. There's the amount of Legends stuff that we have tapped into in comparison to what there is. Let's say this is the amount of stuff that there is for Legends. We have tapped into that much of it. That much.
Hey, I gotta shout out Kathleen one more time though. Kathleen, this isn't a diss. I just think it's funny. But remember when she said something along the lines of the advent that Marvel has is that they have like, she said like they have comics and like they have a book material.
You have novels.
Oh,
upon
man.
novels upon
Yeah.
novels of vastly different stories written by vastly different people. You have your own comics to write off of.
Yeah.
Yet fail to see that.
But I think they're turning it around.
Oh,
I
they're
think
getting better.
Yeah. Dr. Robotnik. I just finished watching the new episode of Obi Wan Kenobi. congratulations and welcome to this watch party. And we're just talking about it. We've been talking about it for a few hours now. No, not the Vong. I didn't like the idea that the Force reaches the edge of the galaxy. It's like, nah, I am not going there. Let's see. Wacky says, I think there could be I think 10, 11, and 12 films in the future, but I think Disney will not touch this for many, many years after the tumult of the sequels. Streaming is on fire right now. Well, I think they don't need to rush into the theater thing because you know why? For two reasons. One, Disney owns it, right? So Disney has already so much on their plate. They have Marvel, they have Avatar, they have a whole bunch of other IPs that they don't
They
need
have
to necessarily.
Lightyear.
Yeah, and exactly. They have
Still going under the radar.
dude. I think that might be the greatest Pixar movie I've ever seen. Like,
Oh my god, easily, easy.
did you see Emperor Zorg or
Oh my goodness.
Zod or
Zorg.
yeah?
Zorg.
Did you see him today? I think this is the first time I saw him. He was in a poster.
No, I have not. I saw him in the trailer for like half a frame.
Yeah, he looks so good. It's like I can't believe this is happening. Nice, Javon. Glad you liked it. But he is asking, how did Obi Wan get so strong so fast? Also, his skill with the lightsaber has doubled since the last time we saw him. But
Smuggler answers it very well in the
let's
next
see.
comment.
I suspect, Smuggler says, that the Force is like riding a bike. Sure, you can get rusty, but you don't ever totally lose it. And I also have to say that I don't think he's necessarily too strong with it yet, Javon. I think
he's relearning it. Like riding a bike, you have to relearn how to do it. And he's relearning everything.
I would say if there was like a mile per hour on a bike, that like a max mile per hour on a bike, let's say 40 miles per hour is the max you can go on a bike. I think Obi-Wan currently is at 8 to 10%. Like that's where he's at. I think
also it's like he doesn't trust himself. And with the Force, you have to let go.
Yeah.
And he's afraid if he lets go, he's never going to get back.
Yeah.
Kind of thing.
Yeah.
I
It's
think
kind of
that's what
like
it is. I think he like doesn't trust himself with the Force and doesn't think he can do what he needs to do.
Yeah.
Because Anakin's still alive and he thought he was dead.
Yeah. Smuggler says, and the Mando theme is so good.
Okay, copyrighted.
Oh my God, Ludwig, you are the future goat. Yes, Ricky, please, for your lips to God's ears, let them finally put something in the Midwest. I call dibs on Alderaan for Missouri. That'd be fun.
So you want a blown up port? Got it.
Ouch! Ouch!
Is this still taking like? Is it still taking place in the sequel timeline? Because Alderaan's not there.
Ouch! Alderaan.
All
man.
jokes. All jokes.
I love though that we're getting to see. I love because I watch Revenge of the Sith like I always do on a weekly basis, and at the very last episode when Leia's in the arm of Bail Organa and his wife, I just love that when we got to see Alderaan again in this series,
It
was
the
like
exact same.
it was exact same. So, heck yeah, let's go. Javon says makes sense. Wacky says, I think Kathleen and Lucasfilm are intimately aware of all of Legends. It's their business, and it is why we see it creeping into new content. Yeah, I was just referring, Wacky, to a comment that Kathleen made one time when she was doing like an interview or something. I think it was like an on-stage interview. It was kind
I
of
feel
like
like it was like 2015, 16. Like so
Yeah.
right after The Force Awakens.
yeah,
Like right after the first big movie that she was in charge of came out.
yeah. Either that or after Last Jedi. It's one of those two. Like during those times, but essentially, like she was on a like just she was getting interviewed, but it was like in front of a hall, and so it was like live in person. And they asked her something along the lines of something, and then she started going into how like Marvel has this advantage of having source material. That's what she said. And she said Star Wars doesn't have that. And the internet went kind of crazy. They were kind of like, what are you talking about? So yeah. Javon says, I was hoping that they will explain how it was possible for them to fight. Yeah.
Who fight who?
Yeah.
Who fight
But
who?
the other thing too, I mean, regardless who they're fighting, again, he's learning the Force. Again, he can still defend himself technically. It's kind of like what's that word? Like when a bear attacks you or something, fight or flight. I think he has fight or flight, but on an elevated scale because he has access to the Force. But in that, you could be very reckless. You could be very, like you said, you could be scared of your own powers. Smuggler says, give me this one thing. Missouri's only, give me just this one thing. Missouri's only culture is what you find in sour cream and buttermilk. I just want this one thing, please. Dr. Robotnik says, Obi Wan Kenobi and Darth Vader is on Fort right now. They look great, especially Darth Vader looks so good.
I don't play Fortnite, but
yeah, I wish I was a bigger gamer. I might get into gaming at some point. I mean, I love gaming. I just don't necessarily game myself.
I personally just stick to what I've always stuck to: sports and Halo.
Yeah, that's a good one. But yeah, Vader. Yeah, you were talking about Vader. Yeah. So again, it's possible for them to fight just because he was defending himself in that moment, number one. And then this next fight that we're going to get, whatever the next fight is between them both, I think Obi-Wan will have full access to the Force again, and it will be an epic battle. And they better not let me
Duel
down.
of the Fates Part 2.
Dude,
Part
when that
3, actually. Part 3.
when that thing started playing in that trailer. All right, everybody. Well, I think this might be a good spot to go ahead and kind of wrap up for the night. Let's see what Smuggler says. Gaming news: the Knight of the Old Republic remake is coming out next year. I am so stoked. You guys should play it. It's so good. Yeah, I really want to play the remakes of those.
If it drops for Xbox, I will be playing it. Actually, I can get it on PC and just play it via the Xbox remote. But yeah,
it's gonna be so good. Who's yeah, it's gonna be so good. It's gonna look so beautiful. Please God, if just give us the Old Republic in live action. Just
give me Halo 3 Anniversary.
Oh man, that's so funny. But yeah, Javon, that was very fun. Well, thank you. I'm so glad that you're able to stop by.
We're still working on Ms. Marvel, by the way. Yeah, I don't know what we're gonna do.
Yeah, well, I can assure you this: by episode 4 of Miss Marvel, we will be doing what we're doing now. But for Miss Marvel, like for sure, up until then, for episodes 2 and 3, still haven't decided on what we're gonna do. So just stay tuned. Make sure you're following all our social medias, especially Instagram and TikTok and Twitter, and join the Discord. Dude, Instagram is popping off right now. Like we're gaining one of my reels went kind of viral, and it was the first one that finally went viral. On TikTok, I've had viral stuff, but Instagram's super hard. And
God, Instagram is super hard, but Reels is the way to do it if you're gonna get people to start following you.
The reel that went crazy was where I was talking about how the voices Wanda heard in her post-credit scene of WandaVision were the voices of really her children being scared of her as a witch.
Oh my God, it's so cool.
Yeah,
that was what happened.
But yeah, definitely go check us out on Instagram. Go check us out on TikTok and the Discord for sure.
I'm gonna try and be more active on the Discord. I know that like it's kind of dying off over there, but I'm gonna try and be more active.
Yeah, same here. I do have faith though that I can do it though, because remember when I used to tell you guys I'm gonna do TikTok, like when I do TikTok, we're gonna do TikTok. Well, we did it, and it's kind of working, right?
I mean, you have AMC following you as one of the 7 people they're following.
Let's go.
That's pretty impressive.
Yeah, I'm trying to DM them right now about some stuff that I have in mind. So keep you posted. But yeah, so Smuggler says, everyone have a lovely night and an extra super good week. Vibes. Smuggler, vibes to you. Have an awesome week as well. And we're sending you all the best vibes that we can, all the great energy, and lots of hugs. Dr. Robotnik says, I got another gaming news. Gotham Knight is coming out this year or next year. I think it got pushed. I don't know how far it got pushed, but I know it got pushed. But it does look really good. And vibes, Javon says. Perfect. Well, anyways, everybody, it's been awesome tonight. I'm so glad that we got to experience this continuation of Obi Wan Kenobi. I cannot wait until next week for episode 5.
Hopefully next week is going to be great.
I know.
And again, thank you for joining us in the chat tonight.
Yeah.
It's been a ton of fun to converse with you guys.
Yeah.
As
And
always.
it means so much for you guys to be typing away, for you guys to be bringing your energy and all your great insights, because if not, it'd just be me and Jonah
Dude,
word vomiting.
I remember when with WandaVision and just you having that movie theater background and how much has happened since then.
Bro,
Oh
that's
my
wild.
goodness.
If any of you are
It's so weird to think about that I was here in the first 50 subscribers.
crazy, dude. And you used to bring, dude, the heat. I mean, you still do, but you used to bring the heat in the
Oh my
comments.
God. Dude, WandaVision allowed it because WandaVision was just like, where are we going with this? And they kept showing Ultron in the recaps, so I'm like, he's gotta show up.
Hey, but if finally though, your big prediction definitely came
God,
through with
Kang.
Loki though.
Yeah, I know. I was on Kang from the moment I saw that castle in the first trailer. I was like, Kang, it's happening.
So good. And I learned so much back then, dude. I remember the way you would explain it and the stuff that the lore you would bring it now, and especially with Reed Richards now in the MCU,
it's so exciting.
Nathaniel Richards, all those things are things that you exposed me to, and it's it still holds true.
I'm so happy I was able to.
So thank you, bro.
There's so much that's coming, and Secret Wars cannot come soon enough.
Hey, oh my God, dude! Oh,
I can drone on for
Russo
hours,
brothers.
But I think we need to go. We need to wrap up.
Yeah. Javon, just about the new Obi Wan lightsaber. That's my favorite lightsaber, by the way. That one is the best. This is the custom one. Yeah.
Yeah, my Ahsoka ones are back there. I have a Kylo one, I have an Anakin one, and then I have a Obi Wan one as well.
I almost remember when I almost bought the Luke one at Galaxy's Edge.
You should
I
have.
almost bought it, bro.
You should have.
Damn.
Weren't they calling it Ray's lightsaber too?
Dude, nah, chill.
No, I think they were, because that's how they've been marketing it. It's no longer the Skywalker saber. It's Ray's saber. I'm like, this is bad. Disney, please stop.
All right. Anyways, on a good note. Spoiler says, I will gladly accept hugs. Right back at you. Well, there you go. Thank you. And Filmtopia rocks. And shout out to the Loki crew. Shout out. But yeah, we'll go ahead and wrap it up here. Javon, thanks y'all for having. I will try to get on the live stream next time, or on time next time. No worries. You making it is what matters. Ooh, Javon and Jonah have a lot to talk about now, because Ahsoka is also Jonah's favorite thing ever.
Yeah.
But anyways, everybody, thank you so much. A huge thank you again. And you know how I always go on these thank you rants at the very end, but it's because I mean it. And let's continue. Let's have a lot of fun. There's so many more shows, so many more things, movies, TV shows, streaming, pop culture stuff that we're gonna get into in the coming future. If you don't already know, we're basically in our baby years of Filmtopia, so that's the craziest part to think. So stick around and watch what this all becomes, and I think you'll find that it's worth it. So with that said, make sure to go follow us everywhere. All the links are down below. Jonah also, you can find him through my stuff. So if
Just
you
go through Discord and DM me
there, you
if
go.
you want to talk to me. Just go through Discord. It's the easiest thing. It's already there. You'll find my name under moderator stuff. So
Exactly.
just do that.
So yeah. So Wacky, Smuggler, Javon, Dr. Robotnik, Clay Bear, Isabel, just all of you, Adrian, everybody that came through. Thank you again. We will catch you on next week's show. Make sure to tell your friends. And before you leave, drop a like. And with that said, may the force be with you. Peace,
Always.
everybody. Vibes. Let's go.